Yo, yo, yo. Wagwan, people. I hope everyone's had a blessed day out there. Woo, it's been a hot one today. Still, I'm not going to lie. I had to have a rest in the middle of the day. Do you know, like that? The sun beating out there. Yeah, big up to man like Pinero. Big up to everyone who's at home with nothing to do. Maybe you should jump online. Jump on the show. Come and chat with us. Tell us what's been going on. Do you know, like that? Out to all the regulars. Yeah. Is that man like Don P, yeah? Yoza, hold on. Let me turn you up on my set because I can't really hear you still. Hold on 1 second.
Yes, my brother, what's going on? But listen, I'm going to go and get my earpiece. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's been a lot going on over the last week or so, innit? Bare things to talk about. I don't know where the rest of the man them are, but I'm assuming everyone was out yesterday, Father's Day, or they was in-house with the family on that kind of vibe. Hopefully it was a good one, you know, like that. Hopefully no one never had their day spoiled for them. Yeah, I know some people did, but you see me, I don't even care really, you know. It's Father's Day, but to me, it's just a day, innit? Like, you know, like that. Not being funny, like if my child brings me something on Father's Day, it's not that I'm not gonna take the gift and be grateful or nothing. It's just that I don't pride myself on one day like that, you know, like that. I'm not a Christmas kind of geezer, you know, like that. Not one of those ones, you know, like that. I'll still come for the Christmas dinner and that, you know, like that. But I'm not really like, I'm not hell bent on Christmas. So the youths then can get their present before Christmas, really, you know, like that. Or I don't even care. Bust it 12 o'clock in the night. Whenever you're ready to bust it.
No, but it's true though, bro. Man's got to stop partaking in these rituals, you know, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's about none of that. Trust me.
Connected. Okay. Yes, Shifa. Big up the Shifa. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Today, man. The heat wave is just being crazy around here.
Yeah, today, yeah, it's, you know what it is? Not only is it being hot, the sun glare has been serious, you know, bro.
Yeah.
Because I really can't go out. I really can't go out without glasses because it's a bit too much for me.
I'm hearing you still.
Man, to suffer from migraines and headaches. And
yeah. All of that, and then the hay fever on top of it is madding me. I'm not gonna lie, it's been madding me.
Yeah.
So what else is good, man? What else has been going on in the world?
No, man. You know me. I just been Oh yeah, Daddy's Day was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we didn't do the show because obviously everyone was at their, you know, at their father's house or with their children. So.
Yeah, it made sense. It made sense still. I had a nice day yesterday, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. But yeah, apart from that, I've been trying to keep focus with this Comet Atlas debris. And so NASA said the other day that they are saying that there is 4,000 rocks or debris from Atlas that are floating above us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for anyone that wants to hear more about that, be sure to go to the NASA website. Now, we all know that NASA's full of it, right? But sometimes there's certain things that you can't hide, you know what I'm saying? So, and when you got like so many different people on the internet talking about the same thing,
yeah,
they have to let things go sometimes, you know, they have to let it go.
Yeah, I'm hearing it still. Maybe we should do a show on that tomorrow still. The Survival Mind show. We could give them a bit more information on all of that.
Yeah, and yeah, because it's definitely a serious situation. Big up Annie.
Yeah,
you know, for those that want to hear more of Annie, she actually posts videos on my page. She does a lot. She done one today. She posted one, a discussion about the youth, you know, and current topics. But yeah, if anyone likes the way Annie speaks and can understand where she's coming from, be sure to check out her Facebook as well. You can add her Annie C. Annie with C spelled as CEE, and you can follow her topics and if you want to jump on her show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So always remember that Pinero is man. A bunch of people in there that do their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're doing right now with the Schiffer show. So be sure to check everybody out and be up to date with what's going on.
Yeah, 100. I was gonna ask you about something. Have you seen this video here where it's an Instagram video and the guy's talking about basically saying that he owned a club or whatever, and then as a club owner, where he had black people coming into the club or whatever, they ruined his business, lost him his investment, and he's saying basically you can't really work with black people on certain levels. Like we have to up our game more before we can really be doing things like that for our community. Have you seen that video?
What? Who said that? A black man said that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
There's a little panel of them talking still, and the brother's going a bit deep still. He's going a bit deep, I'm not going to lie. What do you think about that, though? How do you feel? Do you feel like there's an issue with, you know, black people and, you know, business and, you know, working together in that regard? And obviously, I don't know, like just controlling their behavior in general is really the issue that I think he was aiming at, because he's saying it's a club in it, so people are coming there. You know, one dude just got into a madness with a youth. It's not even over nothing great. Ends up stabbing the youth. Now his club gets closed down because of it. So, do you think that's an issue that, you know, is
well? First of all, it is an issue, but first of all, he has to check the little things that's going on around him. For example, bro, what's up with your security? Why are they letting people in with knives, bro? Like,
yeah.
And if you know that you got certain types of man them coming to your dance, you should up your security in it. And even if it means, well, then you know, so you see what's going on. It's not like the guy that owns the club. Like, you're not blind to what's going on out here. It ain't like a myth that people are getting, you know, taken out left, right, and center. So and it's not a myth that people have been killed in clubs. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's not a myth that people have been attacked in clubs. It's all on the internet. It's there for see. So he needs to get his market research popping before he does certain things. And then he won't have to worry about losing his license, bro. You know what I mean? So even if it has to go as far as have metal detectors, bro, like the handheld ones, if you got to do it, you got to do it, bro. You know what I mean? If you got to take precautions. If someone sinks a knife into your club or a gun into your club and lets it off, and it gets to a point of where someone dies or you know, the police are involved, then you know you're losing your license because the knife shouldn't have got in the club.
So from your perspective, you're saying he needs to take more responsibility then?
Yeah, he's got to take more. You can't blame. Like, it's a nightclub, bro. It ain't like you ain't running no nursery.
It's true, and you can't expect people to come there and they're just gonna behave themselves because they're drinking, they're intoxicated. I hear you still. I did kind of think of it like that as well.
Like, I'm not saying it's right that the man went there and behaved like that, but this is the atmosphere. Listen, it's a very stressful time. When did this happen, Shiv?
I'm not sure when it happened. I just watched. I think it was on Instagram, and the guy's just being interviewed.
So then it's late. Oh, so what you're saying is before the corona, then basically it must be, innit? Because the clubs them are shut down, innit? So
yeah.
Well, look what happened the other day at the festival. There was a festival in England. I can't remember exactly where it is, and 6 people got stabbed, 1 woman got raped, and someone got killed.
Yeah.
This is right now. We're in a time where people are very, not, I wouldn't say mentally disturbed, but we're going through a lot of mental stress right now. So I feel personally, after what the people of the world have been through in the last 3 months, not a good thing, but their minds might be a bit worse than it was 3 months ago.
Yeah. Especially after being locked up in the house for so long as well, isn't it?
Just because we had a protest the other day, not we, just because they had a protest the other day, it doesn't mean that people been getting killed all right through the protests. All the protests has been getting on. So it ain't like, you know.
So when you say
It's the thing of,
get killed right through the protests now, how many people have died during the protests?
bro, there's been boy, you know what? We should pull the numbers up. We should pull the numbers up, maybe, and have a look. Like, I'm going to try and pull the numbers up and try and get that up because,
Are we talking more than one or two? Like, we
oh
talking
yeah, most definitely. But don't forget there was 2 women that were found in the park. So that's 2 right there. A man from East London got shot the other day, dead, outside some spot.
Yeah.
Couple man's been getting shot, to be honest with you, man. A couple people have been getting stabbed. We saw the video footage of the baby father that got stabbed and just fell to the floor.
So
that was like one of the.
What happened to the girls in the park? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well, I haven't like followed up on that one, but what I did see online is that there's 2 women. They're actually sisters. One of them's a bit lighter than the other one. So I thought they wasn't sisters at first, but because the way they looked, but they're actually sisters. And yeah, basically they found their bodies in the park.
Okay.
So yeah, in Wembley Park.
In Wembley Park, really?
In Wembley Park, but the mad thing about that day, about 4 people got killed that day, bro.
In big Wembley, yeah?
Big Wembley.
Like that.
Big Wembley.
Crazy, cuz.
Yeah, and what type of madness is it for 2 sisters to get killed at the same time? When have you ever heard that? I've been here for a while still. I'm not gonna say my age, but I've been there for a while, and I've never heard of 2 sisters getting killed at the same time, bro. I've heard of people getting chopped up and put in river and them things, and put in swamp and them things, but I haven't heard of 2 sisters getting killed at the same time, bro. It's quite extreme. It shouldn't be one of them, but it's quite extreme.
So the police don't know who done it, nothing. They got no suspect, nothing. Talk to me.
No. I don't know. I haven't really followed that story like that. I've been trying to keep an eye on this Atlas thing, innit? So I haven't really, but rest in peace to them, like, you know, it's crazy.
See, I'm thinking that with all this Black Lives Matter thing going on, and you know, everyone's trying to come together to, you know, to help better the community, and you know, people are still killing each other out there. All now is still going on, man. I don't understand, because how are man killing each other when they're supposed to be on lockdown?
Your thoughts on this? Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. So
a man's come out of his
house. It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying.
Like, come on, man. You come at your house to protest to go and kill a man. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's a bunch of clout chasing, bro. Bunch of clout chasing. That's what it is. People want to get their likes. It's kind of crazy, because did you see a footage yesterday on Instagram that was going around, and this guy was lying in the street. This white guy was lying in the street, and he was like holding up all the traffic. And the police come, and there was like at least 100 people outside there, no joke. At least 100 people. There was buses held up and all that. So people are taking this thing for jokes. They're making jokes out of this shit. So the guy's lying on the floor, and then he's like, he's not moving it. And the police come over. They try to pick him up. The police stop. They come over. Everyone's got their cameras out. So then the guy starts saying, he done some little struggle thing, and they threw him to the floor. Then he started saying, I can't breathe. And all the crowd moved in on the feds. And it was all like, leave him, leave it. And it was good because everyone was trying to like defend it, but it wasn't a real situation though. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in my eyes, it doesn't really count, because the guy was acting the whole time. But in that footage, I understand what they were trying to do. Yeah, I understand what they were trying to do. They wanted to shame the police. You know, that everyone wanted to film the police. But the only thing about it, I know that all the people that everyone had their cameras out, but I know they weren't filming for the right reasons. I know they was filming for a load of likes, a load of watches on the Snapchat, you know, the iPhone,
yeah,
a load of watches on the Snapchat, likes and all that type of shit. I know they're only doing it for that. You know what I'm trying to say? So It's like antagonizing the police. But why do they do that anyway? Is it because nothing's happened after the protest? We haven't heard. Have we heard anything?
Nah.
Has anyone heard anything? Any changes? Any laws have been changed?
Nah.
I
It's funny.
ain't heard nothing.
I was on Valley Vision earlier saying the same thing. I was talking to a couple of man on Valley Vision. I was talking to Ralph, and I can't remember who the other guys I was talking to earlier, man. Freddie and a couple of man them. But yeah, we're on the same page, man. This whole Black Lives Matter business is just like a front. It's a front for something. We don't know what it's really about. We don't know what their real agenda is. But I think we need to know before we keep like, getting up and rallying up and marching. Big up man like Torok. You might as well jump on the show, my brother. How you been as well, man? Nice
Hey, Torok, jump in, man. Look how long you ain't jumped in the show for. It's been a while, man. It's Freestyle Friday today, bro. No, not Freestyle Friday. What am I talking about? It's Monday.
Yeah.
Freestyle
Don't really know. Man like Torok, man. The link's in the chat if you want to join the chat room anyway. But yeah,
and everyone, don't forget to hit the like as well, because the more likes we hit, the more that it will go out to people's YouTube.
Annie was good to come up with the idea of the gatekeepers though, because in a way it's like that's what I'm looking at Black Lives Matter like, like the gatekeepers crew. Do you know like that? And they just got people rallying up, going on marches for what? I just don't get it.
I heard that they got donations of £1 million the other day.
Do you understand? So it's just a money thing.
Yeah, where's that money going?
Yeah, we need to know. We need answers.
I'm just running to get something out of the car. What's going on, Tara?
Big up. Good evening, everyone, man. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I hear it's West India Day today.
Yeah. What are you saying? It's West Indian Day today,
yeah? Yeah. So they say.
Where is this from? Where is this? When was this officialized?
I think it was officialized from last year. It's only last year because of all the Windrush scandal. They have to say, oh, well, let's give them a day. But it's funny the day that they give us because it's supposed to be like the longest day with the most sunlight.
Yeah.
So it's like they you never know what other people are planning or doing behind the works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While we're celebrating.
Big up man like Shahid.
Oh, Shahid, about.
Yo, Wagwan.
You good?
I'm good, man. Me chilling, man.
You don't know.
Where you say you're chillum?
Chill on, man. Quickly check in. Obviously,
Come on.
I'm mostly on my American brothers and sisters panels from now on. Still,
Yeah.
At this time, then I saw Shiva going live. And I said, you know what? Let me see Wagwan with my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Big up, my brother, man. Appreciate that.
Big up.
Hey, respect for that, man. Big respect.
But Shahid, before we go any further, what did you think about the what is it? I'm calling it a riot in my head about the protests. Did you go? Was you involved? How did you feel about it? What are your thoughts now? Do you think it's changing anything?
I think it was a bit crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think, if people went out there to, for the actual reason, like they want to protest, then, big up to them. But if they only went there to cause trouble and cause fights, nah, man, I don't have respect for that still. So, like, it's just a mixed feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. 100%. No, I respect that answer still. Cause I'll be honest, I'm the same way. Like, if you're gonna go out to protest to change something, even if you're gonna go out there and you're going out there to cause trouble, at least if you've got a set agenda, we're not gonna stop causing trouble until we affect this change. Or do you know what? We're not gonna stop protesting peacefully till we affect this change. But if there's no goal of the protest, then it's pointless. Like I look at the one in Bristol where they took down a statue. At least they did that. They did something. Well, what did this whole Black Lives Matter protest do? What about you, Torok? What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear Torok's thoughts as well.
Well, to be honest, I'm not too sure. Like I'm in two minds in a sense because I'm happy that certain of the white people now are sort of come on our side, and not say our side, but sort of got a better understanding of why people are doing this, or black people want to do get some sort of just want to be counted in the world in a sense. So I'm kind of happy that there's actually more white people like backing people because
Yeah.
sometimes it wasn't really a lot of white faces or other ethnic minorities with the backup. But now it seems like it's a different type of generation, like Muslims probably more
Yo,
so.
Torok, your mic's a bit low, you know. You might want to say some of that again. If you can go back about 10, 20 seconds.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I was saying like it's kind of good like because we see like more say white people or other nations of people joining in a way. Like, they seem like they're for the cause and they sympathize with like the effects that's happening in the black community. So it's kind of it's brought awareness in a probably a way where a lot of us couldn't really do that in the past. But it seems like we have such a from a lot of different other nations in a sense. But it's like I don't know, man, because I feel to myself like I've been talking the same talk for over 10 years, and it's only now I see white people and other people like singing my tune now. In a sense, like so I'm a bit like I don't know.
I'm hearing you still. So basically, yeah. Do you know have you seen the video with the there's a white lady, yeah, and she's talking
Mm,
about the Black Lives Matter movement, yeah, and she's saying like you can go to their website and make a donation, yeah, and basically
mm.
the donations are going to the government. Have you seen that video?
No, what government though?
Whoa, the woman's American, so I'm assuming the American government.
Because I just don't know, man.
So
And
if
this is
it's a
what I'm telling
government
you, like.
program and the money's going to the government, yeah, like is it just a way to just get a bit of like get some money off of the back of us again, and act like they're helping us, when really they're trying to pull a fast one. Because if that money's going to the government, how is it helping our community? That don't make no sense.
That don't make
And
no
why is
sense.
everyone jumping, jump up, preaching and marching Black Lives Matter when hold on, the same money that they're taking from people is going back into the same government who employed the policeman who's shooting you and
Yeah.
arresting you. It don't make no sense.
Cause we have to be honest, like with especially with the Black Americans, that their movement has been overly infiltrated for many a years,
Yeah,
many a years. That, and I feel like I don't know if like because we're in the new age of media now, and it's like certain people are scared to say like they're not with certain things. If you know what I mean, it's like once you see Oprah say yes, and all the other celebrities say yes, it's like everybody else has to say yes, and you'll be the odd one out saying no. So I sort of feel like I don't know if it's genuine or not, but it's like where it's so many white people now, it's like I don't know if they're actors but are doing it, while other white people feel like, oh, we better get on board or we're just gonna look racist, if you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah. No, 100%, 100%. But I just thought that was really interesting that apparently this money is going to the government because if the money is going to the government and this is like obviously we can go on their website and
Mm.
obviously like substantiate that is the definite 100% truth. I'd like to know what any of these government, because if it's got like for instance, if depending on what country you're in depends on what government it goes to as well, that means all of these governments have got to be doing something. And if all they're doing is putting up banners that say Black Lives Matter, that ain't enough. And we need
Yeah,
to be making noise because that ain't good enough.
it's just gonna make a lot of
So what's
sense
your
to me.
take on the Black Lives Matter? What you with it?
Do me.
Yeah,
No, I'm not with it like that. I'm saying realistically, yeah. If Black
yeah,
Lives Matter, and this is a charity to help Black people and to help our community, that money
yeah.
needs to be seen doing things in the community. And if governments are claiming money on our behalf, yeah, I have not seen no filtration system to see that money filter down into the community to see anything change. You know,
You're not gonna see it. You're never gonna see it fall down to community because there's someone putting money into it in the first place. So he's the person that's gonna want it back. Hey, let me ask you this, yeah? Do you see Black Lives Matter thing everywhere, innit, man? Like,
every damn place is getting on my nerves a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
all right, so let me just. Where do you see it? Like everywhere, right? Adverts, you see it on computer games, you see it everywhere, right?
On football, when they're playing the football now, they got it on their tops.
All right. Okay, so what does that tell you then, bro?
Marketing.
It's a government thing, in it. They're all involved in it.
That's it.
That's not West Indian people or African Americans.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
But this is the thing, like, even with the West Indians and Africans, yeah, like, obviously, like, I'm not gonna say that there's none of them involved, because now I know about the gatekeepers, you know, like, it just woken me up that certain man has been selling us out from day one. Certain politicians, certain man are selling us out from day one. And the thing
yeah, no, go on. Sorry.
And the thing is now, it's been in our faces for years. Like, when you look at certain of these African countries, and you know, they're selling out their resources for ridiculous prices that it don't make sense to sell at that price. So you know, someone got paid off in it. Someone's benefiting from all of that. But it's not for me to really point fingers unless I got the information. But you know what? I can tell you this from now. I know a lot of Nigerians and they'll tell you the same thing. I know a lot of West Indians, they'll tell you the same thing. You know, like that.
I know that people keep saying this about Nigeria, and like, I don't know if it's true or not, but they keep saying that they're corrupt and they're not very Pan-African.
Yeah, no, it's definitely true. It's definitely, no, they're not all corrupt. So this is the thing now. So the ones who own all of the wealth, the ones who are drilling out the resources and selling it through the Western hemisphere, yeah, those are the ones that's selling out the country, because remember, that wealth belongs to the entire country. So when you're going off living like billionaires and whatever else, you're spending the money that belongs to it's not just yours, but they're acting like it's just theirs. And then they've got back from these other governments, these Western governments, who come in and give them the power, the resources, the ammunition, the military force to go and keep hold of it. Yeah, that's mad. So then obviously when they've got hold of it and they've got these Westerners backing them, they have to sell to them now, innit? And give them the price they want, innit? So it's just a manipulation tactic, really. So, you know, the rich get rich, the poor keep getting poorer, because they take everything that is ours. You know, money that's supposed to be for our whole country, they're dividing it between 10 guys. That don't make sense. Don't make no sense, cuz.
You can tell it's a big ploy, because it's too many corporations involved, and and it sounds bad, but I just can't see West Indian and African American organizing like that. And I know it sounds very bad, but I have to be real, you know what I mean? I have to like call it out as I see it. And it's like how far are these people going with talking for us now, in a sense like that?
Cuz you see, from when I watched that thing in China, yeah, with the super factory, that's what's next, really. You know, China's gonna China's setting the pace now, isn't it? So, you know, them man there, when I see what they're doing, living in the factory, work in the factory, go to school, they like robots. They literally live like robots. That's what they're trying to get us like. You know, don't come out the house, live like robots. Just do, like, they might have us all online, just selling things online. No one goes to a normal job no more. No cash money don't exist. No one don't touch no one. You know, like that. Like, what's that film there? Demolition Man. Do you remember Demolition Man? And
of course, yeah.
What's his name? Sylvester Stallone. He goes to kiss up the woman.
Wesley Snipes, yeah.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes and then man is in it, yeah. But he goes to kiss up the woman, yeah, and the woman's like, no, we can't do no kissy business. You have to do it virtually on the virtual headset.
Yeah, she said you got germ and everything.
Do you understand? And is that not what's going on right now with 2 meter distance? No one don't touch no one. You know, like that. But it's the thing, you know, it's like that film Fifth Element, yeah. I chatting to my boy's ego. My boy's ego pointed it out to me. He was like, "Oh, young, don't you realize, bear them things, what you're seeing in films, we're living it now." Yeah. You see tight trousers now, acting like Chris Tucker in the movie now, with the weird hairstyle. and all the
Yeah,
police.
there's a lot of man them walking around like Chris Tucker and that.
Come on, there's a lot of people walking around like weirdos right now, cuz. And then, you know, like we said, this corona thing is a thing where they're trying to keep everyone in the house like it's some kind of experiment. Yeah. Can you think now, like another thing that we spoke about? Remember, like you got these things called silent disco. How do we know the silent disco was not just a test to see how you'd react? So then when they keep you in the house and say, listen, there ain't gonna be no more rave, you can silent disco in your house with your headphones on. That's the rave there's gonna be from now on. Like they know some of the kids, they're gonna, because that's what they got left to do. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna shut their mouth and get on with it. Because it's the kids who's gonna be the ones that suffer. We've had our time in it. So as far as they're concerned, you know, the next generation now, innit?
It's funny you say that because I think it when PlayStation released their virtual thing, there was like a bar game you could play.
You see it? You're seeing it, innit?
But it wasn't too deep, but I could imagine that's the next level though. Now you're gonna like you won't go out to the bar, you go virtual reality bar and meet friend and and whatnot. Because really and truly, look at Grand Theft Auto when that game came out online. Nearly everybody's online in Grand Theft Auto.
They're getting them ready for that supercomputer, innit? In the future, like.
Come on. That Matrix computer game, you know, when that obviously virtual reality, you're just putting a headset, but soon what they're looking for, that wire that taps into your cortex and then puts you in that.
In there, like plugged in. Yeah. And who's gonna be the first experiment? The same man that are stuck in them computer games. They're gonna be up for it, bro.
Yeah, of course.
They're gonna be like, yo, you can play Grand Theft Auto in this little lab, yeah, but you can actually go in it. They're not gonna say no. You know them guys that really. Go on.
I tell you the dangerous thing with that, your mind controls your body, innit?
Yeah, it's gonna be like what's that film with the blue people, man? Avatar, like that with the guy that goes.
Man will be in there twitching and stuff. Their nervous system's going crazy because, you know, like that, because your body's reacting to whatever it's seeing, innit? So what if you get stabbed in the game?
Yeah, because people already cry when they see a sad movie.
Yeah.
You know, 100%. That's not even really. That's just a big screen. You know what I mean? Imagine when it goes right into your brain socket now and all your neurons and all that. It's gonna be a next thing, man.
Trust me.
And the reason why I feel like, I'll be honest, I think that they can actually read our minds now, because like the brain supposed to give out frequencies or like a certain sound.
That's what they use the phones for.
I was about to say that. Like a lot of the technology gadgets, they actually talk to each other under a very low frequency.
Yeah.
And certain things.
Everything's got a frequency. So what they do, they tap into it, innit? With your cortex, you know, your body cortex. And then they use their frequencies to tap into ours, because you know we got like metal in us as well, and don't forget. So they know they've been studying this stuff for years, from Hitler days and all that. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Have you ever felt like your phone is about to ring and you have the feeling before it even rings?
I've felt many funny things with the phone.
Yeah, I've had that still.
And trust me, it's getting to the point now. It's like basically our phone is gonna be in our body soon, man. Literally, they got the Google glasses. They got so many different little things. Literally, our brain is gonna be like one big supercomputer, probably connected. Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm hearing what you man are saying still. Like with all of this, you know, when you're going to type something in the phone and then it just types it, for you was thinking of something, you weren't even typing it yet, and then you gotta start typing. You type 1, 2 letter, and it's like the whole thing's there. I just don't get that.
It's mad. It's crazy, man. And it's like even certain things you thought of, you haven't even said it out in the physical world, and you see it pop up on your phone. Whether it's 2 days or a day later.
I see it still. Because even when, like, for instance, like when you're using a phone, all that location thing. So that I didn't really understand it until the other day. Like, imagine I was on a motorway now, and there's an obstruction in the motorway, innit? Yeah. So something must have dropped off of a lorry, innit? Bam. So man's run over this thing route, but I thought my tire was bust. I'm panicking. I've pulled over, got off straight on the next exit, pulled over, checked the car. My car's all right. But I'm thinking like, man don't want someone to die on the motorway, innit? So man said, I don't know what. I told my girl, listen, call 999, let them know someone could have dead out there. You get me? Bam. So she calls them. We got back on the motorway, and like, where are you? I'm like, I don't know where we are, innit? Like, we're on the motorway, we've just gone past the junction, but they're telling us which junction we just gone past. I said, Bamba Clat.
Really,
they're telling us, innit? So they this is the thing. If they can access that, there's the what else can they access?
Yeah, because in America they got like a button, emergency button in built in cars. So if you're lost and there's certain things, you can call the people and be like, "Oh, I'm lost on highway, blah blah blah," and they already know where you are. Is really and truly, you know what I mean? And certain things like that. Like they've had this technology at least from the early 90s, man. Early 90s.
See, I've been told that what they're telling people is that if it's an emergency, then you know you're easier to find, in it. So to that regard, obviously, if someone's in an emergency, say like you called 999 and then you was mashed up on the floor, you got licked down or something, and then you're lying down on the floor, the battery dies. They know where the last signal was left, in it, so they come in there first. So to that degree, it might help someone, it might save a life, but then what else can it do? You know, other than just save lives.
Because I think a lot of the people or the government were trying to use the phone companies during the lockdown, and it was saying if you go out past the curfew, you will get billed through your mobile phone provider.
What?
But the thing is that it don't make no sense because they don't know if you're going out for work or not.
No, hold on. When did they say that?
I think it was at the start of the lockdown. Somebody showed it to me on the internet, on the YouTube, and even proved it that it's true. But
no, he's right. I remember that. He's right. I remember that. They were saying a few things like that. That's when I was telling the neighbors to grass on people and all them type of things, isn't it?
As well, yeah.
Yeah.
They were saying they will charge. They will find you or give you a fine through your mobile provider.
For your mobile, you're right. I remember that. Yeah, that was right at the beginning, like the second day or something.
Quite near, or 2 weeks afterwards, or in between around that sort of.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The thing now, it's just like the Oyster card. I think a lot of our credit cards are probably GPS as well.
Oh, most definitely. All them cards, yeah, they're all like it comes up on your bill, innit, if you use it. So there's the location right there.
Because if they make it cashless now, that's another way to catch you. Say, oh, you came at your house after the curfew, you bought this. I can see you move from here to there, and
100. 100.
That's what they're aiming for, isn't it?
It's all traceable, fam. At the end of the day, when you're spending cash, you're not traceable. But you notice now when you go in certain shops, they're saying, nah, you can't even really use cash, can't you just use your card?
Yeah.
Like that. So,
from the early days with the bus.
But this is the thing now where, like for instance, we've done a show where we spoke about the chip, the RFID or whatever now, but this is what a lot of people don't realize. The RFID, it's necessary for them for this new world order, if we're gonna get into it like that, but then we've already got the chip anyway. We don't realize we're carrying the chip every day. We're carrying more than one. Do you understand? So we're talking about like, we don't want the vaccine because the vaccine's tracing our movements and tracing where we're going, but we're not realizing the chips that we've got right now, they're not encrypted to stop tracing us. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, true.
So like, for instance, if I go in a shop and I buy something, really, it should scramble my signal. Because let's say someone else can access that information that's got bad intentions, that wants to find you. You feel me? Like, if you watch certain films, have you ever watched them films where like it's them like them government films where it's like a power struggle and they're both trying to get into office and they might send out agents to try and assassinate each other and whatever else. And these are the things how they're finding, man. They're looking at where did he go, where did he shop, and then they're accessing the cameras, watching where you go, and like, so if there's people like that, that's a dangerous thing, and you know these things happen, innit? Like, You know these things happen. Like, come on, like when man are getting assassinated and stuff, like Martin Luther King from back in the day, and them man there, like, you know, they had their resources then, and it wasn't as good then, and they could still find you, cause when there weren't no chip.
Yeah, true.
Do you understand? So now there's a chip. It's like the chances of them finding you have tripled, isn't it? You know, like that, like Osama bin Laden. It's like when they said they're looking for Osama bin Laden, that was the first thing I said. I remembered watching a program, yeah, where it was similar to that. There's another program that come after that where it's similar, where it's like there's no way they couldn't find this guy, but the technology they got and all the satellites and all of these things. I think it's what's the program? I think it's called Scandal.
Oh yeah, was it on Channel 4?
You know about Scandal, and it's got the black girl and the white boy who wants to be the congressman, and then they're kind of in a relationship thing.
Oh yeah, that program. Yeah.
And her dad works for the government as well. He's like one of the top security guys in it, so he's got access to everywhere. He's like a hidden unit, you know, like that. Like FBI, he's next level to FBI and CIA. They don't even know he exists. He's not supposed to exist, but this guy dangerous. Do you know, like that? And when you think of it like that now, because it's like we have to be really, really careful what we're doing nowadays, fam.
Yeah, nah, to be honest, that it's overly done now. Like they already got agents in people's I don't know, like organizations, and these people have probably been keeping fast for God knows how long. You know what I mean? And
No, 100%.
they probably put people out there for to see who gravitates to them, and keep an eye on those type of people as well. Because there was one guy that was talking some real black supremacy thing, and that some other white people caught onto it now. So they start complaining, and you know when white people complain that they're not stop. So somehow they find out that this man who's a black supremacist giving all of these proper tough black supremacist lectures, find out he works for the CIA and FBI.
Yeah, all of that. And then the next thing is like, for instance, I keep hearing about this cloning business, and I've always said to people, you see, if there's any truth to any of this cloning talk here, the phone is the key. Because you think how much information can be accessed through your phone. Someone could assume your personality if they had privy to that information. You feel me?
Especially with that goes for everything. That goes for accessing your Instagram, your Facebook, what you like to eat, all these things, the things that you search on YouTube, what you type in, that all makes up your profile of who you are. And like you were just saying, what did you Facebook as well? And what was you just saying as well, bro? So
when they're accessing the phone information, and you know they can access your GPS, who knows? They could be listening to everything you're saying.
Right. So when they're listening to you as well, you know when you're having private conversations with your parents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's when they can get the real you, because you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they can put all that in the bundle, like your private calls are the way they can figure out who you are just from that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. All of these technologies that scan your face, when man are opening their phone, scanning their face, scan their retina, scan like all of them things there. Like me personally, I don't use none of it. Like I put passcode. I'm not scanning nothing.
Yeah, old school. I'm old school.
Because like nowadays, they're trying to get rid of all the classic cars. Because like most of the cars now today, they're literally like they're literally chipped themselves, in a sense, like they're literally like a computer on wheels.
That's right,
bro. From when your car can get sat nav, that's it, mate. You're on the grid. That's it.
Right. I think even before that, because I was watching Top Gear, and you know, like the Mercedes SLK, the first one what come out. Yeah, but that didn't really have anything. It was kind of just bog standard, just a little radio and all that two-seater joint. But from a computer, you can start the engine, you can lock the door, you can lock the person in there, you can put on the radio, just by a laptop, and that never really had anything too mad in there like that.
Yeah, that's how that. Yeah. Rest in peace to that. Rest in peace to that guy in Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
It's mad, isn't it? It's
You
mad.
see, the next thing is as well now, yeah. Like, for instance, you know, like when they're making new films and making all these new series, documentaries, like Netflix, they got that. Everything is a documentary on Netflix. I was saying to someone yesterday, I'm surprised they ain't got a documentary of the man them in the betting shop betting on horses. You know, like that. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that ain't a
It's
Netflix
true.
documentary. But the thing is now, it's like we said, where they can access all of these searches, and you know, Google's building all of this analytical information. Yeah, what's it being used for? You know, because like a lot of these films and stuff and whatever's going on, that's probably where they're getting the information. Like, yeah, everyone's talking about this. We're gonna make something like this. You know, like that. All the searches you're putting in is being used back against you to make you buy into something. And that's the truth of it. There's no escape.
And that's why sometimes when you put on your YouTube, things pop up that you're thinking about. I find that so crazy. But things, it happens to me. You know what I mean? I don't care who don't believe me out there, but sometimes I could be like just chilling. Well, I'm going to watch something, and whatever I was thinking about is right there in front of me, bro.
Yep. Yeah, it's happened to me a couple of times.
Yeah. So that's all part of the cortex, and like my man said, like Tarek said, man, it's crazy, like the way they use these things, you know. And that's why people, man, when you hear these words that we're using and words that Tarek's using, Schiffer's using, you've got to research these things if you don't understand, man.
Yeah, because Tarek was talking about the frequencies. You're right, the
frequencies, yeah. But he's talking about bodily frequencies, though, and not just digital frequencies. But yeah, digital frequencies can affect bodily frequencies. But yeah, it's yeah.
What was that, Tarek?
Yeah, because I think the radio. I mean, your brain works off radio waves as well.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
So what a lot of people were saying, when they started to put all the pylons and all them electrical grids, it was like literally they work under something called elf waves, and like these elf waves are supposed to basically draw down your frequency basically. So when you're in nature,
Hey, can you guys hear that, or is it just me?
Hello?
I heard something.
You got what is that, man?
I'm not
That's
sure.
not me, bro.
What's that?
Is that
Can you hear the fuzz? Can you hear the fuzzy business, or is that?
It might be your reception.
No,
yeah, it might be your reception, Tarek.
Oh, it's gone now anyway. Hopefully it's gone for good. Go on, Tarek. Sorry, bro.
It's gone back.
Yeah, it's your reception. You're getting a slight bit of static. It sounds like your phone's going off right there.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, because when they started to put all these electrical grids on pylons and all these types of things, they work under elf waves, which can be very harmful to the body and certain things. So like a lot of people who live around like electrical industrial sites, they got a higher risk of getting radiation cancer and all these types of things.
Yeah.
So like not just like it might sound a bit out there, but they were saying before we had all of these electric devices giving off all these radiations, like we were a bit more in touch with the planet and with Earth. So like
that's not out there at all, brother. That is not out there at all. That's real.
No, but I heard this same information like about 10 years ago from a guy called Dr. Delbert Blair. Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody knows it, but he used to go into some great detail about a lot of different things and events what might happen in the Earth.
Yeah.
But he was talking about these elf waves and all of these power supplies, which is literally pulling down.
There's some feedback going on there. There's some feedback going on there, brother. Who is that? Is that you, Shif, or is it Tarek? Yeah, it's not me. Because I'm muting it. I'm muting it and I can still hear it. So.
That's the reception. It's because Tarek's reception is a bit, I don't know. I think his phone's doing a lot as well. When your phone gets hot, it does that, you know.
My man's talking that real stuff and then just trying to block man. So.
Yeah.
How comes when he starts talking like going deep into depth, or it starts doing it? Bro? That's mad, bro.
The phone's heating up.
I noticed that the other night as well. Like I was talking.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
When I could hear something like.
Oh Jesus.
Like, I thought it was myself. Like I thought I was actually doing it, but I was just I'm listening.
Yeah.
phone.
Hey, Tura, what phone you on?
What they call it? Honor.
Hey, Tarek, jump off and jump back in. Hold on, stop.
Let me see.
Yeah, stop now, still. Yes,
Yeah,
brother. But yeah, it's true what you're saying about the frequencies, because what a lot of people don't understand is that, I know it sounds crazy, but we have a lot of metals in us, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We have a lot of metals in us. And also, for them people that are taking like protein shakes and all them things, I would like you guys to really be careful of your intake on some of these metals, because you can overdose on some of these metals, and it will
yeah.
make you feel sick, make you feel horrible, and then you'll be thinking, "Oh, I've got a headache. I don't know." But yeah, Tarek, carry on, brother.
Um, oh yeah. So basically, like they were saying, a lot of, because of the frequency people are using of these elf waves, is very damaging to like the human psyche and the mind.
Right.
This is probably why it might sound a bit out there, but like since we started having mobiles and certain other things, you've noticed the increase in things like cancer
Yeah.
and all these different types of things. And I'm not too sure with the 5G now, but probably that's going to be a next sort of, because a lot of people say that we're going to go into another dimension, like the fifth dimension.
Mm.
So
Well, that theory could be true though, because no, you, oh shit.
You forgot what you was gonna say, didn't you? Oh, he's cut off. But yeah, no, I'm hearing where you man are coming from still. I'm hearing where you man are coming from, because like different frequencies affect the waters in our bodies as well, and everything, the way we vibrate in it, you know.
Yeah.
So if it can affect the way, you know, our blood and certain, you know, physical features of our body are vibrating and communicating with each other, you know, there's definite implications for your brain as well. 100,000%.
100%. And maybe this is also why the reason why there's so much they call it like mental health issues nowadays. Like don't get me wrong, maybe a lot of people didn't recognize it, but I do feel like there's something that's being manipulated at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, Tarek, we're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to do something about that feedback, because as I jumped off, it's coming out like that on YouTube. So we're gonna have to do something about that, Tarek.
It's just the
Something
phone. When the
like that.
phone's heating up, whenever I'm on my phone.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we can't really have that constantly going through the live, bro.
Yeah, you have to try and cool the phone down. Where it's heating as well.
Is that better?
Nah, you know
it sounds worse.
what I would do, yeah, is
All
your phone.
right, jump off, Tarek, yeah, and and then what, you can go in your room or like, outside, but I don't know.
No, but you know what it is as
Like,
well, man.
jump out the room, bro. Jump out the room, bro, because it sounds crazy. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, because what happened as well, my battery's low as well, and I have to keep on the back charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I charge it up a bit and then jump back in, innit?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, that could probably make more sense still. Yeah, because
but we can't listen. We can't be on the show like that though, bro. Like fuzzy like that. I just jumped off. It sounds horrible, bro. You know what I mean? So Tarek's gonna try and get back in still, but yeah, we'll get back to that. But he was talking some real stuff about the frequencies and all that. So something that people should definitely get into as well, because you know things like the Wi-Fi as well, the Wi-Fi router. You know, things like that, they affect you. Like, this is a common thing. A lot of people know about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know about the Wi-Fi router and all that. It's starting to be common knowledge. So to understand that the Wi-Fi lets off a frequency just like every other electrical appliance. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%.
But what was Tarek saying? What was Tarek talking about just now? Though?
He was talking about
he was saying about that.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah. Tarek, try your thing now. See if it's alright.
Is that a bit better?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, I think it's the signal. Yeah, so like this guy basically Dr. Delbert Blair, he was talking about
brother. It's when it's when you're talking, you know. It's when you're talking. Have you got earpiece on?
No, I took it out.
Oh, is it? We took it out just now or from before?
Just now, I had the AirPods in as well.
Oh, all right, bro. We're gonna have to work out what's going on with that, but we're gonna have to you have to jump off until we sort it out.
It's the charger. I'm telling you, when your phone's on the charger, it's gonna do that. The iPhone does that. The iPhone does it a lot still.
Yeah.
Like if the phone gets hot on the charger and you're on the show, it will just start crackling and doing stupidness.
Yeah,
So
it threw me out a bit. I don't know why it does that though.
yeah, I don't know why it's not doing it now, but it's like it's in and out.
No, I just took the charger out.
Yeah, as soon as you took the charger out, that's it. It's gone. But once that charger's in and the phone's hot, it just creates a mad sine wave.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I
so
noticed this. Gone.
yeah, because it's because of these nano waves as well. But this Dr. Dobert Blair was also talking about people on this planet is gonna ascend into the fifth dimension
Yeah,
or something like that, and that it was supposed to be like a whole different type of enlightenment. One could say someone was saying like it's like the age of Aquarius where there's gonna be new information and certain things. But this guy was also saying that they've basically been trying to dumb us down for a long time.
of course,
But
because at the end of the day, as we're becoming more conscious, we're supposed to do better. And if we're, becoming more conscious and doing exactly the same things as we've been doing the whole time, then we're not activating that consciousness and utilizing it.
yeah, because I would say to somebody like, when did they start to create Area 51? And I was saying to those people, it's literally like after slavery and
Yeah,
all these things, like after when they started digging up into places like Egypt and India. That Hitler went to India because India had like an ancient book of aerospace, well, which was
Sorry
called
about that, guys. My battery died. Sorry, bro.
yeah,
there was like an ancient space aerospace book, like telling you how to go for outer space or for space flight called
Where was that? Where was that land?
um oh, it's in India, and Hitler went there
Yeah,
to try and look for this book called the Nirmanas or the Nirvanas, and
I think
yeah,
he
basically
went there
this
to look for. Yeah,
yeah, and it's like after that sort of period, you like technology just literally blows through the roof, like in those early times. And if you notice from like the 60s, 70s, they had a lot of sort of space programs. A lot of people start seeing flying saucers and all these different
yeah,
types of things.
yeah, yeah.
Then say about that the middle of the 80s now, they cut it off. If you know what I mean. For
You're,
some
yeah,
reason,
you're totally right, brother. Back in the day when there was less cameras, bro, people saw UFOs all the time, bro. Like I'm
all the
talking like
time.
parking up next to them, type like that. Like, you know what I mean?
What remember those days when there was loads of those crop circles and all that?
Yeah, and there still is crop circles to this day, brother.
crop circles are everywhere, fam, especially in England.
Mm. So
And back to
when
what
you
you were
think,
saying, sorry, brother, back to what you were
mm.
saying. So before I forget, because it's kind of back what you were saying about the dimension thing, the fifth dimension.
Oh yeah, like this guy
Yeah,
was saying basically like the Earth was supposed to go into the fifth dimension or
yeah,
something like
like
that.
it move axis, like it shift axis. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the mad thing about that as well, when you think about that theory and you think about things like the Hydrogen Collider, CERN, yeah, and stuff like
Oh.
that down Switzerland, and they're trying to bust through the hole. You know what I mean? So when you think about them things together, and guys, I've done a video on that as well. If you want to watch it, I've done a video on the Hydrogen Collider. I think the thumbnail
Mm.
is called "The Biggest Machine on Earth." You know what I mean? And which, yeah, that's a good theory right there, bro. I wouldn't put it past them.
Mm.
I wouldn't put it past them. These people are sick, bro.
Mm.
They want to play
Because
God
like,
in it. So you know,
yeah, because this guy was saying basically that these type of devices around us could have been much better, but the reason why they have this here because like it gives us radiation, and
yeah, yeah,
so it's like it's killing people, and around what say the 70s or not even 70s, it seems like just around the 90s there was this influx of cancer patients and cancer.
true. Yeah.
Since then we start getting microwave, we start doing a mobile phone.
We start giving it to ourselves. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm. And I'm not being funny, they said they had the 5G technology from the early 80s, I mean the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you know how they go. You know how they do. they're like 30, 40 years ahead of us. You know that.
Mm-hmm. And it's funny you say that because in Japan, around what say year 99, we were still having like green screen phones, and they had like camera phones where you could actually look at each other, just like how we're doing nowadays, like with the camera phone. Like they had that.
Yeah, that's like the Gentile. That's like the third Gentile. Well, I ain't gonna. But you know the Chinese people, right? So basically, I remember when I used to watch Kung Fu. I remember when I used to watch the Jackie Chan films back in the day,
Yeah, yeah.
and you used to see certain things in the films, and you're like, right, like, we ain't got that. I used to see certain things in the old Kung Fu films back in the day, the Jackie Chan films, like certain things that they used to have, and I used to think, wow, like, what's going on over there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's very futuristic.
they used to seem like they do a lot of things through water power.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Steam power, yeah, and stuff like that.
no, like I don't know what it is. It's like forgot what they call it. Hydro.
Hydro, yeah, hydro.
Yeah.
It's like somehow the stream is powering the whole, like it's just wheeling off different little.
Oh
pumps.
yeah, like that. Yeah. But you know what it is with them. You have to understand, man.
It's
What
like,
I'm gonna say, man. They're linked to the fallen angels, bro. They got a different level of knowledge.
are you, man? Let me ask you a question. There's a message going around on what I got it on WhatsApp. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's on Facebook as well. But they're saying that there's a coronavirus vaccination on trial in the UK, and they're apparently first targeting black people.
Was it a voice note by any chance?
Nah, it wasn't a voice note.
So just a normal message. I don't listen. I don't listen to none of them things, bro.
I think that's kind of true, you know. I think it's a French company. I don't want to say the company name if I get it wrong, but I think Trump has invested in them quite heavily. And I think it might have been a month ago. They were trying to go into Africa, even though they had low numbers of COVID cases. But they were saying,
"Oh yeah, I heard about that."
Yeah, I think it's something on that line.
And they wanted to go there, inject people and everything there. Yeah.
It's a French company.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird though that Trump wanted to do that, because when the Ebola thing was out, and I actually done a video on my Panero's Mind Instagram, I did a 1-minute video on this when it did happen. Trump got all the people that was funding the Ebola. He pulled them out of Africa. That's what I'm saying. These guys are weirdos, bro. They're weirdos, bro. That when that whole Ebola thing happened, yeah, Trump pulled everybody out of Africa to stop them treating the African people. Yeah, man.
So when you say to stop them treating them, like from what?
Yeah.
What from the Ebola?
When Ebola was happening, when it was on the rise, when he got into office after Obama, he pulled them out. He pulled them out of Africa. Yeah, I've done a video on it still. It's one of them quiet ones. You know me, I like to do videos of people. They put out these news, but they keep it low. But it was the people that were helping fund the Ebola, the charities that were blowing him up about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the charities were blowing him up about it and said, "Nah, you already pulled everyone out of there."
And that's kind of mad because
it is mad.
Jamaica and the Caribbean had something called chikungunya at that time as well. And I think some Colombian university somehow came up with a cure for it, but because I think they call it the Zika virus as well. There was so many different
the Zika virus. That's what I remember. Yeah, the Zika virus. I remember the chicken something funny.
Yeah, but I don't know why in Jamaica they call it chikungunya though.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. You just don't know.
Are you listening? Yeah, I'm just seeing this on Instagram. It says TSB, the Shade Borough. I don't know if that's a channel on Instagram, but this looked like an Instagram post, and it says, yeah, it is definitely the Shade Borough. Yeah, so if you type in THESHADEBOROUGH, as in the Shade Borough, like a borough of London, and it says, Mr. Hancock said the government had already begun stockpiling a vaccine to be trialed at Oxford University in the hope it is deemed successful. Black, Asian, and minority ethnic group people could be among the first to get coronavirus vaccine, according to Health Secretary Matt Hancock. Read full article on theshadeborough.com.
Yeah, they've been saying that shit. They've been saying that for about a month. They've been saying that for a while.
Obviously, we're talking about it now, but someone's just sent it to me, so I thought, let me just read that out for you, man. So obviously, we know that there's something out there. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but I definitely will be doing some investigating into that, because that sounds crazy. Also, anyone that's interested in Bitcoin, this price looks like it's going up right now, so it might be a good time to buy. All right, let's
That's good for my brother.
Something like that.
That's good for my brother then.
But that's crazy though. Like at the end of the day, if they're specifically saying that we're going to be the first to get it, then that is targeting us. Even though you're trying to make it sound friendly, like they could be among the first to get it. Like, you know, we're being put in first in line for once.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go to war.
Oh.
You're first in line for once.
Do you think this is where the Black Lives Matter comes in now?
Do you know, like that? You're first in line for once, guys. You're first in line now, so you shouldn't be complaining no more. You get the first one. You get me? We're not putting you at the back of the queue no more. You're at the front of the line now. It's wartime.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You know what? So my people listening out there, if we ever get rounded up, you know what time it is.
I should laugh though.
What shall I say? If you allow yourself to get rounded up,
are we on the front line, baby? We front lining.
But it's funny you say that, because the Hebrew Israelites have been talking for this for a while now. And the way how the Bible talks about it is like you won't be able to go to work, you won't be able to barter or trade and all these types of things.
Yeah.
Anyone that's listening to us right now, I just want to give you a little tip. You see, like when he was all buying tin food, yeah?
Oh God.
And he was stocking up your cupboards, yeah? I suggest you go and do that again.
These are some serious
don't stop stocking up on your tin food, because right now you're going through a trial session. They're just seeing what it would be like when they pop stuff off. If you ain't worked that out yet, I don't know what's going on.
Trust me, these are some serious times. I'm singing the tune, but I'm serious. These are some serious times.
Do that 360.
Yo.
Wagwan. Wagwan, father.
Can you hear me? Everything live?
Everything live.
Yeah, what's good? That's good, man. You know what? I don't know if I was listening to the convo in delay. Like, you know, talking about some 5G, then Black Lives Matter, vaccination.
It's everything you want today. Anything you want to put in there as well.
Slow with this technology thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, if there's anything as well that you want to put to the table, that anything that you.
Well, I don't know. It's my guy. What's his name? Torok just mentioned the BLM thing. I was like, oh my days, that's such the topic. Like,
big up.
You know what I mean? I was like, wow, like you must have knew I was gonna enter in the convo. That was weird.
Let's hear your side. Let's hear your side on that.
Yeah, I really wanted to know what you guys thought about this whole BLM.
I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I don't think that we need an organization like that anyway to come together. But I'm not with it still. But you know, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that. Like 100, man. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. It's gonna sound like, well, you contradicted yourself in that sentence. When I'll turn around and say, I get it. Like, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
In one sense, where you know, someone posts up I didn't say snitching, but Lewis Hamilton in the
protest.
Yeah, and I was like, what? So it's not really snitching because he's got his name on there, Lewis Hamilton, boom, boom, boom. And I just thought that was powerful. Not that no one else really matters, but it's just the fact that, you know, he beyond all that 100 millions and everything, his status. You know, Lewis Hamilton's there. It's like, come on, he got off his high.
But he just said,
don't forget where he come from.
I do hear you on that, but on the flip side, man, I'm not an idol worshipper, bro. So to me, all them guys, no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. In the public's eye, it's gonna look like that. That's why they push the man out. You know what I'm trying to say?
I guess it was just from for myself in the sense of like, right, like where, yeah, like what you're saying, but it's like on in a sense of like, rah, to get to such a status, like a status symbol, yeah, and you don't forget who the hell you are, like where you, do you know what I mean? Like Black Lives Matter is something to a lot of people to make up noise, because that's, in my opinion, I feel that's all they're gonna do. This time next year, do not be surprised if everything just goes back to normal, where Black lives don't matter to another Black person anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just, let's just talk it real, innit? Yeah.
No, you're right in certain aspects, definitely. Yeah, but it's like this though. It's like this. It's like Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, he's up there. He's doing his thing. Yeah, people know him. Yeah, but what we need to know is, if he's a part of Black Lives Matter, I'm not trying to hear it. But if he just went there on a string, because don't forget, you got Black Lives Matter that's actually a part of them, and you got people just chanting them words. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Well, my information to it is kind of limited, because I only saw a post of it, and to my knowledge, they didn't put it on the headline or anything like, yeah, I'm here. Do you get what I mean? Like he's masked off, but who knows, isn't it? That's his taps and this and that. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just thought, for his own piece of, I don't know, wherever he went through in Stevenage, like,
no, we can't judge him. We can't judge him. You know what I'm saying? Like, end of the day, whoever was there, even if they're like from Hollywood, we can't really judge them because we don't know their heart, innit?
No, I mean, he's a good youth, man. Like, he helps a lot of the people back home in Grenada and certain things like that.
No, I hear you on that, but I don't know if he worships the devil behind closed doors. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like that, bro.
Do you know what it is, though? When you say that, Nero, it's like, who worships the devil? Who do you know? Like, do you get what I mean? It's like,
that was an example.
Goes so deep, it's like, I don't even want to go there, because that.
No, I'm saying, I didn't say he worships the devil. I didn't say he worships. I said I don't know what he does. So for me to talk about Lewis Hamilton like he's my brethren, I can't. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know what he does behind closed doors. We just see what they put out in front. Don't forget that. We don't know. I'm not saying.
Most of the time,
I don't know that.
No, most of the time, he stayed with his brother. I think his brother's like autistic and all them type of like. It's not.
No. I hear what you're saying. I'm not trying to put him down or say he's not. I don't know him, bro.
I know little. I've been following his career a little bit. I know certain people sort of talk about him from Grenada and certain things like that. And like,
but following someone's career, you still don't really know them, though. That's what I'm saying.
But what I've seen of him though, like, he's not like the flashy. You know, like how some of the footballers are. He's very reserved. That's one thing I could say about him.
That interference. Sorry to cut you off. Is that interference? Is that me? Like, I think he's like a
I think Tyrett's got a little problem with his reception.
Okay.
No, it's not you.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Now, run through. You were saying kind of.
Yeah, I'm not judging him. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is I can't really speak about him. I can't really say, he's cool. He's a cool you. I don't know him from the ends. I don't know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he's bad, or I'm not saying he's good. But I can't judge.
I will judge. Them man are all Boulay by every last one of them. You see, when I show the other day, I'm not hearing none of it.
Straight up.
Hey, listen. I get where you're coming from, Panera. Like, me personally, I feel where you're coming from. I get it. Like, it's like basically saying, all right, let me put it from this perspective. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like, I'm in certain group chats in social media, right? And it's like, half of them, bro, there's like hundreds and that, But for the most part, man, don't know all of them. I probably know one or two.
Right.
And you get what I'm saying? And it's like, people got their opinion. They say rare. So who's for that? Like, what's not X, Y, and Z, and it's like, but man, don't break bread with them. So when they're talking about making moves and this and that, I'm thinking, man, don't. I don't.
No, but we have to look at the image though. It's a powerful
that
image.
They put out. And that's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. Why I mentioned Lewis Hamilton, because to me, it's like following his career. Like, people think like, but he's just from that little village cottage side, Stevenage or whatnot. But they don't understand that. That's when you're like the minority in such a area, yeah, where vast majority of people are white. Like we don't actually know. I don't qualify to say what kind of things him and his father and family went through. Do you get what I mean? So for him to get up and take himself up London and say, yeah, you know what, boom, I'm here. Black Lives Matter. I just thought, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because he's impacted, maybe not you, Panero, or anyone else, but he's impacted a lot of people in, you know, he's doing something productive. He doesn't perpetuate violence and none of this drilling shit.
But like I said, but like I said to you before, bro. Like I said to you before, though, bro. We don't know his heart. Like, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of celebrities that went out. Not over here, over there too. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know the real reason why they were there. We don't know if they were clout chasing or not.
You can say that any.
Now, P, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Clout chasers. At the end of the day, yeah, let me show you something. Yeah, 360. Yeah, I'm gonna say this to you, because obviously you've already kind of formed an opinion on it, and I formed mine a long time ago. I'm gonna tell you this. Right, you see Lewis Hamilton, yeah? How much kids are being stabbed up and killed in North, East, South, and West London, Bristol, Birmingham, all over?
Where was he?
Yeah?
Where was he?
So how come Black lives only matter now? How come you don't come out and give some opportunities to some of the kids them? Yeah, with your $1 billion industry self. You know, like that. So when I put it in perspective in my mind, when I put it in perspective in my mind like that, I don't care which celebrity you are. If we don't see you other than on that day, like to me, like it's just clout chasing, isn't it? You know?
I'm gonna be real with you, yeah. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a moment to think about what you just said. Not to undermine you. Not to undermine you, but I don't know because I'm getting.
I don't agree totally.
I'm listening to you, yeah. Nah, yeah. For real, listen, yeah. I listen, yeah. But I could get it wrong, innit? I qualified that I get things wrong sometimes. But to me, I think maybe you just said something. I don't know if you really truly heard what you just said though.
What did I say?
When you turn around, you kind of like put him as some savior. Not that he's a savior, like in the sense of like you're making it like it's his responsibility to save the world type of thing.
No, it's
not.
No.
Look, like you're saying, where was he when all these people get stabbed up in this in North London? Where we're there, and I'm thinking, but hold on, where was the rest of the hundreds and thousands of people that went up there though?
All right, and I don't take that talking.
A man just got shot in his face last year, bro, for the color of my skin. I don't see no one saying Black Lives Matter. What? I don't care about no Black Lives Matter, because let's be honest about it. I'm gonna be true. I'm gonna keep it 110, 100 grand. Yeah, if I must. Yeah, bruv. Black life don't mean nothing to me when it comes to that, because the last time I checked, I'm still the child of Cain. So I'm a descendant of Cain. So to me, what do you want to talk about? Black Lives Matter where? When it suits you. When it suits you. Okay, so then what? Hold on a minute. My situation's an isolated situation. Like, Dre, come then. Like, I'm fighting real battles to go out there and, yeah, man, come, let's go and do this. Yeah, man, everyone really don't want to hear nothing because you man are chatting ish. Man, I'm doing this where, yeah, we'll link up. Fast forward. At the end of it, yeah, them man know not to come to London next time. Bruv, you lot just packed in one man on his own. You lot are just joke. It's embarrassing. It's an embarrassment, but they think they do something big, but then they're ready to say, come and go lick down my man down the road, yeah, take his food, or what ends you from, bruv? But hold on a minute, when you look in the mirror, don't you see yourself? I feel a way that I got certain situation in my past life with certain people, yeah? No names, and you know what, rest in peace to my enemies, the ones that no longer here, not that I know what happened, just saying, let the Lord rest their soul. I'm just saying, end of the day, yeah, I feel a way that I've had a situation with them, because when I look at them, I see myself. No homo. I'm just talking it like that's brother. You feel me? Yeah, my situation like last year, I'm fighting when people say you shook and you this and that. Brother, I beg you, do me a favor. Blood, sweat, and tears. I ain't seen you. Shut your mouth. You man chat bare S on this group chat thing. You get what I'm saying? Because you're not really fighting real situations. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's people like me, when Black lives really matter, where are you? I'm a one man, I'm not an island, bro. Can't fight communities These man, are you stupid? Man can't go and fight these people who's got nuclear bombs. A boot don't have no qualms. An ant don't have qualms with a boot, bruv. What you want to do? Go and make up noise and then what? You're just making up noise. It's just really making up noise. It's when it suits you and then you talk like a bad man. You're joking.
That man went up there to that riot, bro, because they didn't want to fight the police, bro. They wanted to. This is bruv. Hold on. Who's backstage? Okay. What's that there that you put backstage there?
No, nothing backstage.
There's a message there. So.
Oh, was a message private, yeah, in the private chat.
Okay.
That was Tarek. You put up
No, you're right though. You're right. But one thing I will say though, Tarek. One thing I will say, man, that don't get it wrong. You got certain man as well though that, like I said, I don't know his heart. He could have went out there because he actually meant it. He might not. I don't know. But what I will say is that some man will come together when there's more man.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. It's like they all get together, like hold hands. We are the world. Like for real.
No,
come on, man. And
you can't just come out.
You get me?
Not being funny, you man. Yeah. But you can't come out for that one day and think that's enough.
Isn't it? Thank you.
No, Bob, you know what, bro? I personally feel that
no,
if he's going to come out for that one day,
listen.
If he's going to come out for that one day, he should have came out for all the mothers that were crying when their youths got killed, bro. That's what I'm saying.
But everybody should have done that. Everybody, I don't think we should really pull it down to Lewis Hamilton or...
No, not him. I'm talking about everyone. Yeah, I'm talking about everyone as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know that's it. I think that's the focus. So I think what they're doing is a good idea in one sense, in the fact that you're getting together, but you're missing the message. Like, you guys don't need to be going fighting stupid.
But that's down to the lack of knowledge, though. 360. They ain't really got the knowledge that we have of this. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here now, trying to do this now to let people know.
Because they ain't really gone. I can't. Again, maybe I must have to fall back on my statement because I was going to say they don't really qualify. I don't really qualify to say that they ain't really been through blood, sweat, and tears in situations. I don't know for them. I can't speak for them.
Yeah, we don't know.
Do you get what I'm saying? So how ignorant can I be to turn around and say that? So I've got to rephrase what I was going to say and put it in the sense of like, you know what it is? You're right. You are so right. That is the key word straight there. Knowledge. Because last time I checked, the man bruv. If I say, give me one moment, yeah. Answer this question and just tell me, like, just follow me on this, yeah. If I say to you, games, yeah, what's the first, like Inception? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say games?
You say games?
Yeah, GAMES, or you get the S. What's the first thing that comes? Don't think about it.
The government, bro.
Right. Now, a lot of people, when they say games, the first thing they think is play. They think like computer games, board games, sports games. They don't understand the meaning of games. They don't understand that games is life. Like, they don't understand. They say, no, life ain't no game. It really is. In this system we live in, it's a game. Like, they lack the knowledge. Because if they understood things like, snakes and ladders, man, I tell you, you know how much snakes and ladders I've been up and down? Dread. Yeah. If you understand like chess, the structure of the government, like you mentioned, or AlphaGo and things like that, how to manipulate in a certain area and environment. Now, how are these men getting together, wandering around? They're like sheep just herding around, not having a clue, not understanding. You didn't do nothing big because there was a barrier there called police, Trident, everyone. When that move that barrier, see what happens. Is all of you gonna stand there and really do what you say you're gonna do? You get what I mean? It seems like I'm going off topic. What I'm basically saying is, you're right. Knowledge. If they had the right knowledge and understood, look how powerful us just standing here in silence. Solidarity.
Do you think it's just about knowledge though? Because what I was gonna say is this now, yeah. You see, for a man, yeah, like Lewis Hamilton, yeah,
it's a key
to come out for Black Lives Matter, yeah. But like you said, when all of them mothers were crying about their babies who's died, you don't come out for that. When these kids are stabbing each other, you know, I see man like back in the day, I remember David Beckham coming and building some football academy for the youths them, so they got something to do rather than fighting.
In Greenwich. Yeah, I remember that.
He don't come and build nothing for the youths them. He don't, and he's got more, probably the same amount of money and you're not helping the community. Someone outside of our community come and helping us.
Lewis Hamilton is investing.
No, we can't say that. We can't
No.
say that still because we don't know what he does with his money.
I don't know what he
He
does. I'll be honest
he
with you.
spends his money in Grenada. He gives back to Grenada.
Yeah, he said that earlier. Yeah.
And
he gives
there's
back to
somebody
Grenada.
else, and it's kind of funny. Like he even showed his grandfather in 2016, and I know somebody that actually lives near to his grandparents, and he said he's a good youth.
Okay,
Hey,
so
did
what
you?
he does, yeah,
Go on.
he sends money home to his family in Grenada. Yeah, he's helping his own family. I get that, but what about the rest of the community? You know,
What about where we started? You know what I mean?
you understand? You're a
No,
figurehead.
he must do something. No, he must. No. Listen. Shift. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Let's start talking about what he does. No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's start talking about what Lewis Hamilton does. Because if we don't Google it now, it's not even worth talking about it, bro. Because he probably does put money in certain places, but he must do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he don't.
really post it. Yeah, for real. We can't really pre what my man does like that. It don't really. You know,
We ain't got the facts.
I'm not attacking one person. I'm attacking everybody.
Let's
You
be
see, like,
let's be
because
fair.
end of the day,
Yeah.
I'm not being funny. Yeah, I can say what I said.
How come you're not attacking Stormzy?
No, shift. Unless you go online and look for all of his establishments, you can't really talk on that, bro. Because we don't know
about his
what he does.
establishment. I'm not talking about his establishment.
His charities, wherever he puts his money.
Forgetting his
But
charities.
I'm still with you, though. Don't get it twisted. I'm still with you.
Hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about the fact that he has chosen to make an appearance. I'm talking just an appearance. I'm not talking what he's physically doing cash wise. I'm talking, why do you turn up to Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, only there. Yeah.
You understand? To nothing else.
Yeah, nothing else.
Why is that the only time it matters to you, Lewis Hamilton? That would be my question.
And Anthony Joshua too.
Stormzy, the whole lot of them. The whole lot of them, cuz, you know, like at the end of the day, you know, really and truthfully, yeah, like, for instance, I didn't see Stormzy in no Black Lives Matter, but if he did turn up to Black Lives Matter,
no, Stormzy, I don't know how true it is, but I heard he put some big money in store.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. I heard about that. The uni thing. Still, I heard about it. I ain't gonna lie. I heard about it. Just heard. Yeah. But anyway, what I was gonna say, Shift.
I don't know what Stormzy's done.
Shifter, tell me, yeah. I'm gonna ask the dumb question. I do these things sometimes. You gotta excuse me, yeah. But it's like, what do you want from these celebrities, bro?
I don't want nothing from them, but I'm just questioning, why did you make that appearance? What do you want from these celebrities? Do you need them there? Because as far as I'm concerned, listen, if he's not gonna make an appearance the other times, he didn't need to make one this time. Why is this
But we can say that about anyone. The only reason why I mentioned Lewis Hamilton, yeah, because again, like my man said, if for someone who's a follower of their career, or like in a sense of like, I'm a huge fan of cars. I love cars. Do you know what I mean? So to me, he's done something for me. He's impacted my life. Like, yeah, you know what? He's the first black person. Like, literally, don't give me that light skin.
No, most definitely. Most definitely. It don't matter if he's light skin, dark skin, or not.
You understand? So he's to me,
he's the first black man I've ever seen in a race car, bro.
Yeah, do you understand me? Like, he's inspired me, bro. Like,
and I used to watch racing, like when Ayrton Senna and all them man were about back in the day. So when I see him, and when Schumacher and all them lot. So when I see him, I was like, what? And he's actually a good driver. It's not like he's like coming in 10th and all that. He's actually at the top. But at the end of the day,
I remember when I was a youth, and I remember that I used to go to my mom. I want to remote control cars. You had one. You mash up things. You don't get enough. You just stay there. You know what I mean? And years later, you're like, bro, that's that same little you that was on Blue Peter. You man, like, bro, come on, man. Like, you've done something positive more than most of these celebrities, bro. I don't want no celebrity.
No, like, we don't need them.
Being no president.
But at the same time, no, but that's not the point. No, but that's not the point he's making. No, the point he's making is that you still you only turning up now. That's the point.
But that's like, but he, to me, he's just he's an everyday person.
That's not even really my point. My point is, why are you turning up to this Black Lives Matter thing? Yeah. But you don't turn up when the Pitney them are dying in the street. I don't get that.
That's what I said at the beginning. That's the first thing I said.
Yeah, but it's the same. That's the same thing for every black person, bro.
Yeah, but some of them do turn up. I know Stormzy's had interactions.
Look, brother. Yeah. There's people. There's people that
Why
know.
do
No,
you-
one at a time. One at a time. One at a time, please. Yeah, one at a time, guys.
Yeah, go on.
No, go on, bruv. I went silent
Yeah,
for a
all
reason.
right. Well, what I was saying is, yeah, you look at like when you're talking about the like, for instance, the grime artists or whatever, they don't get the kind of money that these man like these car racing guys get.
No, I never
And
said the grime. I said the drilling.
no. Hear me out. I'm not finished. You ain't let me land, so you don't even know what I'm talking about. So I'm saying these man that artists, music artists like Stormzy, Wiley, whoever, they don't get them type of money, but you still see them helping out the youths them in the community. Is it not Wiley that bought Stormzy and put him on tune and was linking up certain of the youths them? So you can't really chat to them man like that. Do you know, like that? You could come with that argument, but I could tell you that's fact. You know,
Chat to the man them like how?
There won't be no roll deep without certain man. Do you know, like that?
Yeah, but chat to the man like how? Like I need to follow. I'm a bit slow.
I mean, in the sense of those man have brought other people in the community and made and helped people and done things for people, and they interact with the youths. So when they're talking about anti-knife campaign and them certain times, them man, they're the ones who turn up. You don't see no Lewis Hamiltons. You don't see the likes of them, fam. So
yeah, but brother, they're the same people.
In them.
Go on.
I'm just saying, I'm not hearing that you know. Don't get me wrong. All right, you've got this positive image. I'm not saying he hasn't got a positive image. I'm not attacking his image. I'm not saying that he hasn't done things to invest in the community neither. I'm just saying, why do you only turn up to that one? Because you're an influential person, innit? Yeah, you could be a mentor. We don't necessarily. It's not about money, you know. Because I think that's where your mind's thinking different to mine. It's not about money, you know. It's about making that appearance. It's about showing solidarity. Yeah. It's about integrity. So when you just turn up to Black Lives Matter, but you don't turn up when none of the youths them dead, you ain't got no integrity to me, cuz.
But you turn up though. Here's the thing, yeah. You saying that, and yeah, he's got a positive image, yeah. But dig this now, yeah. To me, I think that one time that the man turn up, yeah, bro, it's more powerful than a lot of these people. You mentioned grime, I mentioned the drilling. I don't care for nothing. Like, respect to the youths, they're making their money. No, not a hater. Don't get me twisted in them foolishness there. I'm old school, brother. Yeah. The grime, they still qualify for that as well. They perpetuate violence. How you gonna be talking about stabbing a man up and then at the same time, yeah, man, stop the knife crime, bruv? I'm not that either, bruv.
Yeah,
like,
don't make no sense.
you can't put that on the same thing.
It don't make no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make not a sense. There's nonsense, brother. Yeah, them things there, man, I even want to see you here.
You know
Yeah,
what?
the real gangbangers, bruv. Like I said, gangbanging like it's LA, but it was real hitters, yeah. Yeah, but it qualifies. It still goes. That trust me, brother. They the most they done to spitting is probably well amongst their mans them, and they just chatted and then that's it. A little freestyle, but they're not. Brother, they really put in work. Go to certain people in a frigging jail, and they really done time. Yeah, you got caught. It comes with. Yeah, but end of the day, bruv, I don't respect none of them. Not one of them. Not one of them, bruv. Like, we're just different, innit? Like, respect you're making your money in that, but at the same time, you're gonna talk that.
Yeah, but what about the fact that, yeah, think of it like this then, yeah? Some of these youths, yeah, all right, maybe they were
Pinero killed it, bruv. Knowledge, innit? But go on,
Let me
sorry,
finish,
you was talking. Yeah, my bad.
Some of these youths, yeah, this is my side of it now. I don't agree with the music. I'll be the first person to tell the youths then clean up your potty mouth, clean up the music, stop talking badness, stop talking wickedness. But at least they got an avenue to make some money without doing crime. Even if they're talking about doing crime, it's better than going out and stabbing people to make money.
Bro, you see what you just did there? So, yeah, I'm not saying you're the problem, but you're supporting the issue, bro. No, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that anyone's going to support me on this.
I'm not stand alone. What you done is you interrupted too quick again. Yeah, so watch this. Watch this now. This is where I'm gonna just make you understand the levels. Yeah, these man, regardless of whether what they're doing is right or wrong, they're giving the youth them something to do where they can make money without having to do a crime. Yeah, and giving them something to do that they enjoy, and giving them something to do that what they will enjoy doing. Yeah. Now, Lewis Hamilton, how many of the youth them is he helping like that? Do you know, like that? And at the end of the day, regardless, I don't care. Like, you could say, all right, do you know what? Well, Lewis Hamilton goes to, you know, some posh schools and helps out. So I don't care. Listen, it's the broke youths. It's the ones that's in the hood that's killing each other. They need that opportunity. They need some. But you're not. I don't see none of that from these guys. I haven't heard of it. Maybe he is doing it, and I'd love to. If someone could show me something like that, that would be amazing. But from what I see, you turn up when it's Black Lives Matter movement, and at the end of the day, I can only go by what I know. I can't find nothing online to support him doing anything else. So
that's what the news showed us.
I feel the pain on that one. I feel that one. 100. You did say the same thing twice though, but I did get you the first time, and I appreciate that. I do. I'm not even. I'm with you. It sounds mad, like, bruv, you're twisted because you're saying you agree, but then you're saying the other thing. But it's what it is, Madrid. Yeah. If you did it like this, I have a scar on my face for life, for my skin, brother. You cannot for 1 second tell me that. End of the day, they're doing something they're not getting in trouble. That's narrow mind. It's like a gully fish, whatever you call it. Like, they got two eyes on one side of on their face, bro. Yeah. They only see things one way. They don't see the bigger picture. In the grand scheme of things, now listen to this. In the grand scheme of it, yeah, you're okay and you make it out and you bring some people in and this and that. You got a platform. Yeah. That there's a kid out there that just got hyped on your music and just stabbed up his brethren. Hear what I'm saying, brother. It's a contradiction. If they had the right knowledge, they wouldn't do it. Lewis Hamilton is just someone on a platform that's not his. It's not. There's no other black person there, bro. So you're attacking a person that hasn't got a platform. Where let's just say grime, because you mentioned grime. I did say drilling. All of it goes. Yeah. The foundation of it. Yeah, is built off competition in a negative way where you're perpetuating violence. Again, it's back to the same thing.
You explain this to me. You explain this to me. How come they're the only ones who's investing in the youth them like that then?
Brother, you're not letting me finish now. You see what it is? At the end of the day, yeah, you cannot serve two gods. At the end of the day, if you're gonna talk the talk, yeah, like talk it correct. Like that make sure that you don't slip up in certain areas. Yeah, I get we're human, but end of the day, it's choices. If they had the right knowledge, then they will know that it's decisions that you made that determine your future right now. You get what I'm saying? In the future, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. If they had the right knowledge, you can use that platform that you have and not talk one piece of badness, but so that your pockets can get paid and well, big tune and drink more and bun more weed and all this and that malarkey. Brother, allow it, because there's people that don't do that. Like, do you get what I'm saying? They don't do it, bruv. Like, there's certain people, they say raw, they don't eat meat, yeah? Nor would they wear meat. Like, they don't kill it, they don't wear it. They don't half step with the thing, bruv. Oh, yeah, you know what? I don't eat meat, I don't kill animals, but I wear a leather jacket. Like, really, bruv?
Me personally, I feel that's between them and God. Still, me personally, I don't think we're here to tell anyone what they do because we've got our own judgment to go through.
Exactly. So all
I get what you're saying at the same time. 360 with a lot of points that you made, though. He still made a lot of serious points.
Yeah.
But back to the Lewis Hamilton, just to cream off that and get off of Lewis Hamilton's back. Like I said to Tarek at the beginning, yeah. We don't know his heart in it. I'm not saying he's a bad person. I'm not saying he's a good person. We don't know Shift. Shift, all we know, yeah, he could have went down there with good intentions, but we don't know, innit?
Exactly. But this is what I think Madsy's taking. I'm sorry, 360's taking me wrong in the sense that I'm not saying that he's got bad intentions. You know, I'm just questioning why did you turn up to Black Lives Matter? But when the like you said, it was you that pointed that out, P. You said when the mums was all crying about the youth.
I don't see none of them, man. I see the mum standing on the street on their own. I don't see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't see.
I know. I wasn't really trying to just go against what you're saying, Shift. It's just the fact that I guess I was morally trying to home in the fact that he's just one person, bro. Like, he's not no savior.
She don't see the sunrise.
Yo, big up the sessions in the house. Yeah, 60, man. Now 60, you're making, we're both making valid points at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
We're all on the same page. We're all but the thing is, we're all on the same page. I know you know. I know you know. You got a level of knowledge through stuff, and so I know you know that them men are idols and whatnot. I know you know about all that. Yeah. So we're all on the same page at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But it's
you have to do what Shifty's saying.
We need to start seeing them guys more often, innit? Yo, the sessions, what's going on now? Oh, is he gone again?
No, he cut out. I think his thing cut out. He'll probably be back.
No, Pinero, you're right on that. It's that is ultimate. And I get that, and I think that's where Schiffer, correct me if I'm wrong, is what the message what you're trying to put out. It's like, don't just make a one appearance into clout chasing. To actually make more appearance, make it. If you've got if you got like a, a following, a gathering, like show up more, like to real situations. Like, come on, and you're in a good right now. He's in a good position because there ain't much negative things that's put out there. Do you know what I mean? And that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. These people own the money. You look on your money, it says, I promise to give back to the bearer, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. At the end of the day, they got money to take a man out. As soon as you get up there, they're going to take you out like, we can't have so many people following you. That's dangerous. The system was designed to be oppressed to the black people. Yeah. And you know what? I don't even like saying black because that just confuses everything. That just makes it a Bloods and Crips kind of thing, where it's black.
It's not.
Yeah. Ebony, you understand, like, wherever, do you feel me? That's where I kind of lean more to. Yeah. They confuse the thing. Yeah. Because if you're light skin, you're dark skin, it don't really matter. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. Some people say black of the berry, sweet of the juice. You know the saying, but it don't mean nothing. Like, but you put your Tyson, you get Tyson, a light skinned guy, you will knock out a man. So it don't mean that you're stronger nowhere, bro. Do you know what I mean? It sounds like I'm talking ish now. Nah, if you really get, some people are empowered by that, like they're fanatical with that notion. You get what I'm saying? They think that somehow black is they're like extremists. That black is everything, or white.
And back to what I said to you guys. Back to what I said to you guys earlier as well. You got guys that think like that, and they shouldn't be worrying about that. They should be worrying about their ass getting, because you know what it is. A whole certain black man know that. I know, man. Certain man are Israelites, and they think they're just gonna walk through everything. Nah, man. You're gonna be judged as well, just like everybody else. So you thinking now, just because I'm black, I'm gonna make it. It don't work like that.
That don't make no sense.
It don't work like that.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's right.
And if you don't believe me, don't work like that. People listening, go and read for yourself, innit, and see. Don't be fooled by it, like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm black and I'm an Israelite, I'm just gonna get through like that. Nah, you're all gonna be judged, man, by everything that you've done.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I know a lot of people probably start saying, "Oh, my man's a pagan." How's he gonna say that black lives don't matter? Like, brethren, it takes a level-minded person, in fact, 360 degrees on it, yeah, to like proper well-rounded person to understand what I'm saying. Do you get what I mean?
And it don't matter what they say, because if anyone outside of this listens to this and they call anyone on this platform a pagan, then you must be an enemy anyway. So they let them say what they want. You know what I'm saying?
You understand? And
we have our own opinion, and we're standing on our own opinion, and no one can't tell man nothing, and that's that.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's how they flex. I look at them and I'm thinking, I'm old school. You're not gonna probably diss me on this again now. I ain't gonna lie, I did watch 1 or 2 clips and I was busting up laughing. But this is where I'm old school. Now you're may have to school me. Schiffer will probably love to school me on this. But to me, my thinking is different, because I see these people and I see some old people in there filming up the thing on certain moves that's taken place. Here, hold on, certain moves that were made on that day. Yeah, not gonna go into great details. Yeah, certain moves were made, and I was thinking, wait, most of these people in there are snitches, I don't think they really see it. Are you going to be doing moves on the camera? Like, I beg a person lick down the person who's holding that camera phone, whatever.
Bro, I said this in the last show.
Man,
exactly what you're saying now. Yeah, there was a guy. I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, there's a guy in America that was filming his brethren. Like he's shouting out, "Right, he's got the safe. He's got the safe." He's filming his brethren, run out the store with the safe. Yeah. And the guy jumped in his car and he filmed the whole number plate and everything.
Mad.
And they put it up, obviously. He put it up, obviously, because I wouldn't have seen it if he didn't put it up. So people are filming crimes, bro. People are
filming. You understand, fam? Like, what kind of what? Yeah, we're making moves, and I was busting it out there. It's the irony, bro. Like, to me, I just thought, man, I couldn't go to war with you, against you. Like, it's not good. You're not doing real things. Like, nah. You know what I mean? Like,
listen,
what the hell? Come on.
Listen, we're not gonna go too far into that topic because we covered that already, yeah. Obviously, he wasn't in the show.
How
But
is
he
it?
wouldn't know.
Yeah,
we covered a bit of that before. You know what I mean? Yeah. But
yeah.
what else have you seen lately that's been going on? Oh shit! What else has been going on?
Boy,
Social
you
distancing.
know what? I was gonna ask you, man. Yeah, like just to come off of that subject a little bit, like because obviously, like it got a bit serious for a minute, and it's one to think about. I want to think about that one a bit more before if I even discuss that again. But obviously, Father's Day is yesterday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, for man them that's got kids or whatever now, yeah, like. And I'm not talking like I don't want anyone to be personal with their answer, yeah. Like I'm just saying from the perspective of not your own personal kids, but let's just say a random person, they've got kids, and you know, those kids don't phone such person on Father's Day and be like Happy Father's Day or whatever, or the father had to call them for them to even, and then even when you call them, they're not even saying Happy Father's Day. Like, not personally, me myself, like I'll be honest, I had a good Father's Day, but I'm just saying, like, I want to know what people's opinions are, like what you man personally, because you man are quite like I know you man, innit? So I'd like to hear your opinions, really. I don't care.
Say that again. Say that again. So what?
So if you don't hear from your kid on Father's Day, is that a big thing?
Depends on the individual, how emotional they are, bro.
I hear you still.
Depends on the narrative. Would you give a scenario of what? Do you know what I mean? That
depends on their relationship.
Now, obviously, you had your Father's Day, whatever. Yeah, let's say you know your kids. You don't live with your kids, and Father's Day comes. You know, you've been there every birthday, every Christmas. You don't miss things like that. You know what I'm trying to say? But Father's Day come, you don't get a card, you don't get a phone call, no one don't turn up. Like, you don't, like, you heard from someone else that it was Father's Day. You didn't even know it was Father's Day because you didn't even get a card. That I'm just giving you that as the scenario.
So basically, you want a personal opinion on it?
Yeah. What's your personal?
To be honest, I wouldn't be phased in my situation.
I'm feeling you still.
Bro, in my situation, I can only say, well, I've done a good job then, innit? Because at the end of the day, if my kids, I ain't got kids, I got big people. Do you get what I'm saying? So in my eyes, they're living their life, innit? But their life's not mine, bro. Their life's not mine. I know a lot of people will say, what are you saying? But good, big up, happy day to you too. At the end of the day, they're living their life, innit? That was that. You've grown, do your thing. But bro, it's a Father's Day, it's just another day to get paid, like the people then business to get paid, bro. I don't, I live in the system. I understand how the system's set, innit? Yeah. I don't business about it. Right? Come on, my birthday, mum's birthday. I don't care about none of it, bro. I only participate with the birthday for my son. So, because my son and my daughter, for when they grow up, if they want to do that for their kids. Father's Day, you said that today's Father's Day. Every day is Father's Day. Yeah. You phone every member of your family that you consider as someone, and you phone them and you say, "Have a good day." The day.
That's a one thing.
I don't need to hear about nothing else for the rest of the day. Just have a good day. That energy you're putting out there in the world, that's powerful. That's it. You know, as long as you say thanks to the Most High that you're here to say thank you for another morning, that's it.
I hear you still. I just wanted to, I wanted to hear your opinion because I'm going to let Pinero go second, actually. Then I'll tell you why I asked the question.
Wow, God.
So if I personally never got a phone call from my daughter,
yeah,
on Father's Day, I wouldn't be happy about it, but I'm not going to front, innit? I'll do a lot for my daughter, innit? Yeah. But at the same time, it ain't going to change our relationship.
Yeah.
My little girl, innit?
I hear you still.
That's it, really.
I'll be honest with you.
Like my man said, it's just another day, so it's like.
You know what it is, yeah? Like, being big and serious, yeah? Like, my son didn't call me on Father's Day, and I wasn't even bothered about it. I didn't even care. And I thought, you know what? I thought, hold on, am I just being heartless? Or is like, am I supposed to care? Am I supposed to cry about, like, what? Do you know like that? That's how I was. I was
But you're
like,
fuming. You're fuming. Don't lie like you ain't fuming, bro.
no,
I can hear it in your voice now.
hear the joke. No, hear the joke. Hear the joke. Hear the joke. Hear the joke. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was chilling,
I bet
my
you're paying.
daughter, whatever, bam, and like it was my daughter who said, like, let's go and check for him. I was like, oh, then his father's he's supposed to come and check me. I was like, you know, fuck it, let's go and check for a minute. Like, sorry, excuse my swearing, everyone. I apologize. It's my show as well. I should know better. So we gone down there. Like, and I just went down. He didn't even say Happy Father's Day, even after he threw me, you know, like that. I still give him some pocket money though, you know, like that. I didn't even care about it. It was like I just had to check myself and just check that is it just me that thinks like this? Do you know, like that?
No, you're not alone, man. There's so many minions that think like that. You see what it is? It's like I think, like, correct me, yeah, but I feel like it's kind of like a day where it aims your attention to what you should be thinking every day anyway. Like in the sense of, hold on.
Go on.
Go on.
Coming up for Father's Day for a minute, because this was getting funny. This was getting funny. All right. Big and serious, yeah. You see from Mandem, yeah, like for instance, yeah, let's say like no, I don't know how to drop this now. All right, I'm not gonna just drop it like this. You see, like when you was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is something else that I was talking about earlier as well. Actually, still, it's not that personal, to be fair, but like being like, especially West Indian people, yeah. Do you know any West Indian people who don't have not one Christian person in the family?
Yeah.
Like all your years growing up, not one Christian in the family.
Yeah, I know. Oh, what, like household? You mean not the whole family?
No, I mean the whole family.
Nah,
that's nonsense.
That
is utter nonsense, isn't it?
That's nonsense. Hey,
everybody else. You want to be Caribbean?
Not being funny, yeah. Like, I just had to check this because it's like I'm gonna be big and bold with this. I'm gonna be big and serious, yeah. Like, you got a lot of men now, yeah, nowadays, yeah, that are talking this atheist business, atheist talk, whatever, bam, bam, bam. And it's like, I'm confused because you don't come from that. So I'd like to understand why so much people would convert to something that they don't come from. You know, like that, even though when you go back into their roots, there's so much. Do you feel what I'm trying to say? People that's like on the complete opposite side of the fence. Like, how does that happen?
Maybe because it's systematic. You say, I got a big family. Everyone knows who my DNA sponsor is. Yeah, in the black community. Yeah, in the UK to the Caribbean. Fact. Yeah, sound man, innit? Yeah, I'm not even gonna say dude's name. Come in, already check for the guy. But I'll put it like this. Yeah, I got Christian, I got Muslim, I got Rastafari, whatever. Yeah, cool. Now, if I turn around and say, you know what, I don't really feel the Christianity. I don't really feel the Muslim side. In my eyes, too ratchet, too gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my choice. If my whole household growing up was Christian, yeah, and I'm the one who believes that I'm a true Selassie descendant, that's my business, isn't it? Like, that's just what I want to do. Yeah. His system will tell you there's so many different.
You see what you just said there, yeah? I don't think you understand what this atheist thing is. Like, that means you don't believe in no type of God business.
Yeah, so you want to try and school me. You know what I mean? You didn't really need to say no one else. I would have asked, like, school.
You said Selassie, though, because if you're talking you're a real Selassie, like, them man still believe in God. So,
see what it is. I never said if I want to turn around and say I don't believe in that. I'm just not built that way. Do you know what I mean? In my own DNA code, it says there has to be something. I don't mean in a higher being, like some supreme being. That's not my thing. I can go on forever with this one, bruv. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if I choose to be to be a Rasta now, at the end of the day, that's my choice. I'm just speaking in terms of my choice in life. Yeah.
That
So
was
when
very
someone wants to when someone wants to convert from something, like, say they're just full of Christian and there's no Muslim or nothing in their family, for instance, yeah, and they turn around and tell me, that's their business. This system is a gang thing. Do you get what I mean? Like, religion is a gang in my eyes, in my opinion. It's a gang.
yeah, but not even when I'm saying atheist, it don't even matter if you're not religious, yeah, but you believe in God. You're still not an atheist if you believe in
Nah,
God.
that's right. That in that situation, you're still, yeah, go on.
I'm saying I don't understand how certain man just don't believe in no God, no nothing.
They don't want to, because there's a system. Because the system is so corrupted. They're like, you know what? You've been told so many lies. You don't know what's the truth. It's just that.
I
Yeah,
hear that.
people will lie to people will lie to God every day, fam. What makes you think they won't lie to you? Come on, come on, man. Trust me, bro. I see it clear. I had to call me Neo from the Matrix. Because at the end of the day, I see it for what it is. I'm not sugarcoating one piece of it. There's not a grey shade anywhere. It's all be in and out. Do you understand? There's so many lies. What's the truth? You do all this religious thing, bruv. Can't you see that man, yeah, wants to be worshipped, innit?
I
And you
one
got
take jump
females
on the
who
show,
wants to
jump
get
on the show.
worshipped as well. It's weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, one take jump on the show, man. They're putting comments in the background. You might as well jump in. It sounds like you got things to say. Sorry, 360. I apologize for that.
That's cool. You know what I mean? But it's like, end of the day, I don't blame him. But okay, you got people that think something, yeah? Correct me on this, you man, yeah? You got people that think something. You got people that believe it. I'm not really into none of them things. I'd rather just know. I'd rather cut out the middleman and just go straight to the knowing. Like, okay, that's a fact. So, like, in some situations, seeing is believing. Do you get what I mean? But some people, a lot of people believe you have to believe in something. You have to believe it first. You got to think it, you got to believe it, and then now you know. Like, is it? I get it. I get that. It's beautiful. You know, you created something, an idea. Do you know what I mean? But how about just knowing? Like that just, I don't know, it kind of sits better. Like, it's a bit easier to digest. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just know. You know what I mean? Because they say, oh, this and that, and the law of attraction, and this and this and that. And I'm like, but hold on, my body kind of like, you know, it kind of conquered the whole law of attraction thing, because if the sun gives energy, I feed off the sun, my skin goes darker or whatnot, I feel powerful. So really and truly, I kind of conquered the law of attraction long time. That wasn't me doing it. There's something greater out here, yeah, a higher something out here that is that defines me, that actually created me. Yeah. But who's to say that, man? All these messengers and all these prophets, but I never met the guy. I never met the guy. The last, I'd rather praise my mother, end of the day. Yeah. Well, I'm not dumb, bruv. I'm not dumb. I get it. I'm different, and I know I'm different, and I'm proud to be different. I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be like her. Yeah. I see it clear. At the end of the day, we talk about God, and the Father, and the Son of God, the Son's Father's. No, bruv, where's the mum? Like, how comes God got? Why is his son got no mum? I don't get it, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
At the end of
So
the day,
people are hearing all these stories and they say, you know what? I'm just hearing it. I don't believe in none of it. How about that? Happy days.
I hear you. At the end of the day, you know, you got to do what works for you. But at the end of the day, those who ain't seeking ain't gonna find nothing. So at least learn something. At least go and do a bit of research. You know, like at the end of the day, I respect what you're saying. I'm just gonna say, you know, me and you might not have the exact same way of thinking and on these things, but you know, I'm assuming you've done your research to come to your conclusion. You know, and that's the main
life. It's forever. I'm forever to the day I die. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, that's true. I feel where you're coming from still. Gotta do the research, end of the day. What's the point? What's the sense? You gotta search for the truth because it's systematic. Everything is all systematic. Like, it's it's built off lies. Like it's just built off lies. Right? It's just lies. Lies. It's all lies.
No, I'm
Everything's
here.
all lies. You
It
get
is
me?
all lies. And if you know that, how can you not try and search for it? If you know it's all lies within your heart and you're
Mm,
still not trying to search for the truth, then you must be a fool, innit? Sorry.
yeah,
Not you.
for
I'm
sure.
talking about
No,
the
no,
people
no,
then.
no, no.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like anyone out there that if your brain's telling you you're getting an intuition saying, yo, this ain't right, man. Start like dwelling into a bit more. And that's how I started as well. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at things. And obviously I had the godly upbringing as well, but I'm looking at things and I'm thinking, hold on, this ain't making no sense. It's foolishness what's going on here. Trying to pull something over our eyes. And that's where it starts, man. You can't just ignore these things, man.
But
You know
that's
what
the
I mean?
higher levels of consciousness, because you can't
I
apply
know.
the same thought pattern to everything. Sometimes you got to look at things logically, but sometimes
Yeah.
logic doesn't work. You got to look at things wholeheartedly. Sometimes wholehearted doesn't work. You got to look at things a little bit obscured and be a bit like random with it. So like we're all different for a reason, isn't it? Because we all got different skills, we've got different receptors gonna pick up on different things. It's like when I talk to you, P, like you're one of these guys. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you've kind of got everything thought out. You've got it well planned out in your mind, what you're expecting from the world and what you're expecting to get back. Then you got someone like 360. He's not expecting too much, but he knows what he wants. So he just avoids the you know, the other half. And then you know, you got someone like myself. I'm really just good with people. I've got good people skills sometimes. I can hold a conversation, I can make a friend, you know. Then you got someone like Bank Boy. Bank Boy is very intellectual, you know, sees things with a complete different. It's like he's looking through a microscope and looking at the finer details certain times, you know. So if we was to all adopt all of those skills and be all of each other all at the same time, you know, we'll all be a lot stronger for it. You know, like that. And we have to
yeah,
get it's like 360 always says to me, each one teach one. If I can adopt the good parts of you and make them part of me, I've just made myself better. If you can do the same, then we're making each other stronger. But it's when we're promoting all this badness to each other and
Yeah.
foolishness, and you know, man, just want to go out like you link up your brethrens, but the only time you link up is just to go out and get drunk or to go and check gal.
Yeah.
But you ain't got nothing sensible going on. That's not
Yeah.
like that's not the type of friend you're supposed to have.
No. No.
mm. I mean, like I said, like who's that? What's that? What?
What's that? What?
Yeah. No, I'm just reading on something. I ain't got my
No, read
glasses
it
on and
out.
shit.
Read it
It
out,
says,
man.
Now
if
you
you're
ain't want to do that.
learning,
I
if
it
you're
make
No,
no
no,
learning,
sense.
no, no, no. That's
I
not,
even read.
that's what we do. That's what we
I
do.
even
I
read.
can put it out.
No,
Listen,
but like I'm saying, like
1 second, let me
you
read it
all,
out. It says,
what's that?
if you're learning and doing research with a 360 view, then all perspectives are valid and invalid at the same time until the truth confronts you or you
For sure.
confront it.
I
And
like
that's
that one. I like that one. I like that one. You see what it is? It's like lucrative. It's like, well, I probably got it wrong, but that's what I read when I got that. At the end of the day, it's kind of like everything is everything. And that's what I took from it. I could be wrong, but I think they're spot on. If that is that, I feel that they're spot on. Do you get what I'm
we're all
saying? Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's like the strong rule the weak, but the wise rule the strong. Do you understand? So, you know, well, I nearly went back into that BLM thing, but but it's like by another avenue. Yeah, it's like like you know, it's when people get together. It's like all these brains put together. Then you got AI. You get what I mean? Then even that still has keys missing because there's certain keys in our DNA that they haven't conquered, so they won't know how to figure you out. Do you know what I mean? But that's what they've done. So if you look at a computer, what it's done, it's got all so many brains put together. Of course, it's gonna be smarter than us because we're all divided, divide and conquer. That's the whole system, like, ain't it?
Yeah, 100.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm open to hope, but everything is everything, and that's why I think that person was spot on that one. What is it? Like one take. I think they're spot on that. If that's what they're saying, but or just correct me if I totally got it wrong. Do you know what I mean?
He said, yeah. He's put a comment up saying, yeah.
You know, it's like a kid will see, like a newborn kid. Well, not a newborn kid, but like I say, let's say a couple months or a 1 year old we'll see a bus. Now we see it as like that's a double-decker bus, a number 3 that runs through Brixton. Do you get what I'm saying? But a kid would just see like, it's moving. Do you know? But we look like that's good. It's taking people places, and it's letting off a lot of pollution. And do you know what I mean? We can emphasize. We can actually elaborate on it. Where they just see it as it's just an object. It's just here. It's lucrative. They don't. There's no good. There's no bad. Everything is just everything, innit? And we're just learning. It's a journey.
Right.
So I think you're powerful with that. That everyone must come together and appreciate one another, and that's what it's all about.
So in the journey that we're on right now, yeah, I'll be honest. The reason I ask certain questions, yeah, is because I wanted to trigger certain emotions, and I think like obviously from the standpoint that we're at right here, yeah, like we put ourselves in a powerful position because even when we was talking about, like, for instance, we was talking about when I was saying about my son didn't call me Father's Day, and I weren't really that upset about it. We're talking about the Black Lives Matter and whatever, and you know, we're taking it with a pinch of salt and saying, you know, it don't mean that much to us. You know, do we honestly think that, you know, our community is too emotional then? Because, you know, some people, they just get too infused with things. So the Black Lives Matter, they just go out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then certain other man, them, like certain other woman, them, whatever, it might be Christmas. And you know what? You didn't hear from your mum, so you're pissed off. She's angry. She just wants to ring her mum and cuss now. Because Christmas meant so much. Because, you know, like you got the present and you didn't bring a card, you know, like that. And the person's angry. Well, why you couldn't even buy a card? Do you know, like that? Because the emotion, you know, is setting us in a way where, like, we can't control these emotions, so it just turns mad at the end, innit? And we start focusing on things that aren't really there. Because the person might not have had bad intention when they didn't buy the card. Do you know, like that? They still came with a present, but because that person feels that way about it, now it's turned into a big issue. Do you know, like that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I think you see a lot of people. I tell my son, I tell my daughter, I don't know if they fully get it. My son's a bit, even though he's younger, he seems to understand it a lot more. It's where I'd say to him, like, look, you see, few people, right? You have to understand. Some people think emotionally. We all built off emotion, yeah, feelings and all sorts. From the toughest to the baddest, it don't matter, bro. Yeah, but some people actually use their emotions to think. There's a big difference in the two. They sound the same. They sound similar. Oh, you just said it backwards. Like, nah, it really does not. One will think emotionally, they'll be unbalanced. Yeah, they're emotionally uneducated. You get what I'm saying? Where the other one will be in tune, them like they, you know, well-rounded with their feelings and emotions. Like, what my man just said to me. Man's learning. I need to teach you on this. Some people will bounce off with emotions on that one. Some people are so level-minded, Dread. They don't even respond to it. They're like, how does that make me feel? Okay. And then respond off after. Do you get what I mean? Like, you know, and think about their next step. A lot of people don't do that in society. So yeah, in contrast to what you're saying, in our communities, in our environments, yeah, for sure. All the influences that's out there, it's made for that.
Because I'll be honest with you, yeah. When we like, I'm not gonna go back into even like I'm not going back into Black Lives Matter, but just even in reference to that, yeah, like in my opinion, I think that's the reason why a lot of people even come out their house, because it's just emotive, but it's not common sense. It's just emotive, and that's what kind of like threw me off with all of that. Like, and that's
a lack of emotions, because I think you hit on a nail where it's like, you know, people are emotional. Is it they're emotional? And I really stand by that. I think, yeah, it is that, because they don't. It's like if I yawn right now, someone around me may yawn as well, because they're not consciously aware that, well, yeah, you know what, I'm actually tired, you know? Or you're draining their energy. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not in tune. They don't know how to separate the conscious and the subconscious. You see, yeah. They're not really that spiritual. So they're wrong teaching. So the greatest, I said it before on your show, and I say it again because someone told me when I was younger, I found to be true, the greatest lesson ever learned is yet to be taught. Do you get what I'm saying? So I know I said all this and that about Christianity, but we take like America, we got a president. They got a president rather. Trump, I would have really put TD Jakes as president. Just me, but you know, everyone gonna cuss me out. Like, where are you talking about?
They're all brethrens. They're all brethrens, but still, anything would have been better.
Yeah. But you know, the message and the way he delivers what he's saying, it's like, wow, like the actual the energy, the message he's putting out there is a lot more beneficial than the corrupted guy.
Hey, listen, 360. Yo, shit,
Yeah.
360. I do know what you mean, for real. But listen, you man, I'm gonna run out for 10 minutes. I need to run out a road. I'm gonna be back, but I'm listening in at the same time, though. Yeah. All right, just say nothing in a bit. Give me a sec.
Man.
I see what you're saying, though. You see me, yeah. I'm like this. I just think they're all corrupted. I just think there ain't a good one. I think the only way you're gonna get a good one, yeah, like they gotta come from the real ghetto and understand what's going on in the street. Do you know, like that? That's the only way you're gonna get a good one, because then they're really gonna want to affect change. Like, it's like, do you know what? Like, for instance, when we done this show on the Boule the other day, and like since that show, like loads of people are sending me things. Do you know, like that? Every day someone sent me something since. Do you know, like that? And it's like all of these man, like all of these idols, like I remember growing up, I used to think Ice Cube was the man. I thought Ice Cube was from the hood. You know?
He still is, man. Ice Cube is the guy. He's that guy, man.
Hey, listen, I thought Ice Cube was from the hood. I thought, no, Ice Cube is the guy. His lyrics were so tight. And I thought, you know what, he's the guy. But then I'm hearing, this guy was from the posh neighborhood. I'm like, oh, damn. You know, like, and I believe, this is the thing, we believe them, innit? And then I look at the kids now, it's the same thing for the kids now. Like, everyone's going to have their awakening when it's too late, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And you've been following the wrong, you didn't even realize. You thought that then guys was like you. They're not really like you. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, for sure.
This is my fear for fix, like why I say, like, you know, when I look at things like Lewis Hamilton turning up at the Black Lives Matter, that's why I say, why did he turn up? I'd like him to do an interview on that.
You couldn't help yourself, innit? You had to go back to the whole Black Lives Matter. Man, I tell you, brother.
Yeah, like
you couldn't help yourself. I saw it coming. I'm just like,
if he's out there and hold of him, he's welcome, innit? You're welcome to come and defend yourself on the show and tell us what you're doing and why you was there, because it's not me accusing you of nothing. I'm not accusing him of anything.
You make me laugh, you know. Hey, bruv, you went out, you could not, you was compelled to go back to it, bruv. It's like you got points to make. Like, no, 360, yeah, what you said.
No, but serious. Do you know who else I see out there, though? The guy from Star Wars. I don't even know his name.
That's how I know. Sorry to cut you, but that's how I know you felt what I was saying. You're going to go sometime and think about what I said, regardless if none of it really made sense. But when you figure it out, it's like a Rubik's Cube. You'd be like, bro, that actually makes sense. You know what, you're actually right. And I'm not even trying to be right. I'm just saying it's just is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Lewis Hamilton is just a regular guy to me, bro. Like, but he's not. He's Lewis Hamilton because just the society we live in. So whether we talk about Black,
because I want to know why he was there. I want to hear that. I think they need to come out like, because you're just there at Black Lives Matter, and I see a man with a black glove on holding his hand up, and then I want to know what's that supposed to mean, because that looked like some communist salute to me. Because I want to know what these guys are doing there. Because
all right, you know what it is, yeah. There's still people. A lot of people put people like celebrities on the like what they call it, pedestal or whatever they call it, on the throne. And the thing is, to me, I probably fit in with celebrities because to me, you're just a person. You get what I mean? But in this game, in the system, this game that we play. Oh, you're that person. It's like going into retail or something, and you know you got sales assistants, and then you got like the supervisor, and then you got the manager, you got the manager's manager, the area manager, then you got the executives, then you got the CEOs and this and that, founders, and do you get what I'm saying? It's like, where do you fit in? And they all praise up.
But do you know why I say this though?
Who are they? Who are ya?
All right, 360. Do you know why I bring this up as well? Yeah, because you look at certain people like historically, like in the music industry as well. Look at like someone like Ray Charles, yeah. when they were saying that basically they could go and play a show in certain parts of America, but the black people had to have a different show to the white people and wanted to segregate the shows. And they're saying, well, if you're segregating a show, we're just not. He's saying he's not playing in it, and he's standing for something in it. So years later, they're commending him for it and saying, well, you changed something in it because of you, because of people like you, you've affected change. Because now loads of other people joined up, and now it's all mixed now, isn't it? You don't go to the concert and it's segregated no more. Do you feel what I'm trying to say? So,
but this ain't nothing to do with Formula One. Is Black Lives Matter? It's not like, oh well, I'm not going to drive another car until. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
brother, it's not.
No, I get you. But the point I'm trying to make is, I want to know what they set out to achieve, because we know what Ray Charles set out to achieve when he said, "I'm boycotting this. I'm not doing no shows where it's segregated." We know what he set out to achieve.
Guys, you know what it is, yeah. We're thinking too deep into it.
No, we're not.
Because you see what it is, yeah. There's still just people. In the end, you can let's play it hypothetically. Ask the question. Well, why are you here? Oh, because I'm black and this and that. They have to come back to the roots. They always. Do you get what I mean? They're just people, but because of the system, the way it's set, yeah, we look at them in the eye that somehow there's some oracle. I don't like. Do you know what I mean? Or some say, bruv, you may not realize that. And it's not directly doing that, but indirectly, when you get like the structure of the game and how, you know, it's like the red pill, blue pill. They have to come back to reality, bro. Forget that red pill rubbish. It's blue pill, fam. It's blue pill. Do you know what I mean? It's the blue pill reality. This
is why these men have got to talk, fam. It's not like, you see, when I just see pictures of a man standing up there with his hand on it.
No, that's right. That's right.
I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you say that. Why are you there? What do you expect to see change? What are you trying to?
I'm tired of you. I'll probably hear Lewis Hamilton be on the field. I'm tired of just being the one and only black person here with color. I want a competition. It would be a good look. Yeah. You're probably better off saying that. We need more black drivers.
I would like to know.
My friend, forget the black cabs. We need more black drivers in the Formula, industry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
you understand? But obviously, not in the sense of he's got to do something or he's got to put some money down or he's got. No, I'm not saying you got to. I just want to know why you there. Just speak. Speak publicly so we can hear what your view is. Because you're a public figure, innit? You're there in purpose, and we get that, but we want to know, what are you trying to see change?
Maybe in his own existence, we don't know. Remember, we ain't in that field. We're not in that. It's different. Someone else will probably say, you're wrong, but I'm telling you, like, it's like marketing. They have in the marketing industry, they have their own language. So in the Grand Prix, whatever you call it, they got their own language. So it's like, he's still an outsider. We don't know. We don't qualify to say what.
But that's what it looks like to me. You see what you just said there? It just looks like a PR move to me. That's what it looks like. So that's why I'm saying I'd like to hear them speak, because I don't want to say, do you know what, Lewis Hamilton was just there and the guy from Star Wars was just there just because it's a good PR stunt, just to help build their fund. I don't want to say that about no one, because I don't know that. I don't know Lewis Hamilton. I don't know the guy from Star Wars. You know what? I know some other people who might have been there clout chasing or trying to build their views on their whatever they're doing, their video. There's other, like some young people, that's what they was doing. You got Instagram videos and all sorts going up. So the point I'm making is, everyone was there with different purposes in it, but this is supposed to be one movement, and that's why it's so confusing. It's just like, to me, like I don't think I can't see any good coming from it. I'll be honest with you. I can't see no good coming from it. So I'd like to know why they were there, because what do they know? They might know something we don't know. They might have been told something. You need to be at this Black Lives Matter because something's going to happen. Like that. Or, we're trying to affect this change. So you should be a part of this. But from what I know of Black Lives Matter, that's the only change that they're making, that people say Black Lives Matter.
You make me laugh, but what you're saying, it does make sense. It really does. Like, yeah, for sure, it really does. to be honest, I think everybody, you know, not just singling out Lewis Hamilton and Dredd, like everyone in like we just need to try and deal with our environment, like our own environment in our own homes, like us in our own space. Do you know what I mean? Like you live in a flat, who lives upstairs, downstairs, round you. Do you know what I mean? You live in a attached house, you know, just deal with your environment there, and then and so on, how we treat one another. Do you know what I mean? So I thought it was beautiful that everyone got together like that and threw up a fist. But nowadays we really see much going on but these things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you see, when you say this now, watch this. You see, with this throwing up the fist business now, because we're gonna come off of Lewis Hamilton now, Before Lewis Hamilton or any of these guys was at Black Lives Matter rallies or whatever, what I was seeing is like American football players and basketball players and certain men are just not there, refusing to play and refusing to do national anthems and stuff like that. So that's what I was seeing first, and I'm seeing man doing the same salute when they're putting their hand up in the air with a glove on and stupidness, like. But for me, it's like not being funny. I don't understand it. Like, please tell us what change you're affecting. Please tell us what it is you're like. I get that you're trying to, you're trying to stand for something, but tell us, like, define it. And this is what I don't understand. I don't understand. Why would you make a stand for something you don't even know what it is yet? It's better you sit down and shut up until you know what you're doing. I don't. That's how when you know what you're doing, you're like, you know what? All right, for instance, it's like something I said. I'm pretty sure I said this maybe on our last show, or it might have even been this show. Like, unless we're looking to affect a change, like, okay, do you know what? We want a new law brought in so that if the police stop us wrongfully too many times, they get reprimanded. Lose your job. Make it harder because it's too easy for them. And unless we're trying to affect something like that and affect some type of change, I don't see the point in us marching, doing all of these things, because in the end, we don't get nothing out of it. All right,
but you see what my knowledge is limited to these situations. I'm ashamed to say, in one sense, it's like a loophole. It's finding that loophole. They're everywhere. It's what they're in certain, offices in the filing cabinet.
Yeah, but you have to know your past as well.
You got to know your access. You got to have access to it. But what I'm saying is, it's like in the sense of, like, well, in contrast to like what you just said, about, if they stop us X amount of time, then they're not allowed to stop. No more. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, I'm not saying that that's what we should be the ultimate plan. I'm just saying that would be something we could change. I'm saying
hold
on, wait 1 second. I was just gonna say this one line here. Which movement can you think of, like the civil rights movement? They was trying to affect change in the sense of changing legislation, getting laws put into place to get civil rights. Now, if we're not trying to affect laws and legislation, what's the point in all the marching?
No, I think you're totally right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and this is what I was leading to say, is it's like where my knowledge is kind of limited, because I just think, well, do you know what? Because I don't know how, where they've got all these petitions and all this, and nothing comes of it. It's kind of like, how I see it, I could be wrong. We ain't come up with money. Like, if we ain't got like liquid. A lot of us ain't got that liquid asset. We ain't got that commodity, whatever you call it, to say, well, just like them gays and the Jews and everyone that put money down. Yeah, we want
to
this.
Get our own politicians into power.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that maybe that's what we're missing. Like, do you know what I mean? Because we want a place in the system. My thing is, I still stand tall with and strong with the whole idea. I don't know, it's just probably real unrealistic with every black person, every person of color, is go back to Africa, go back to the Caribbean. That, I think that in itself would be like, whoa, to nations would be like, wow, look, they did it. The blacks, like, the system was made for them, and they just went, nah, we're gonna go back to India. We're gonna go back to here. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel that will speak so many volumes. It's unreal. Like, it's not reality though. It's an idea. And I swear I heard someone like Malcolm X say the same kind of thing I couldn't, I can't, I will have to go back, and I have a problem with keep going back. I have to like keep it moving forward motion. Do you know what I mean? But I know someone shares the same idea, and you just think it's a fault and put that into practice. Do you know what I mean? So I have to do it myself. So many people did it. Oh my days. Yeah, we won't. Then we'll see what we really have.
Mm.
You get what I mean? We will see what we really have and what we're really made of. Where your heart's at.
Yeah, big up to
Otherwise
man
you
like
give up.
Trevino as well. But I was gonna say that you see, in my honest opinion, I think things like that is what deflate us because we get all motivated, mobilized to go and do all of this marching and protesting to get nothing back
Mm,
from it, to go and sit
nothing.
down to then be deflated again. You know,
Yes.
there's no consistency. But how can there be consistency when we're marching on the pretenses? We don't even know what we're marching for. At least if
Marching
we're saying,
for.
all right, if we was marching to get a law changed, yeah, like we said, or put some type of legislation to be put in place to help us, to benefit us, then we'd have more of a reason to get up every day and keep going back, and we won't stop marching until we get this change. But we don't move like that. We're not organized like that,
You
you
know
know.
what? It's
But
gonna. I know you didn't really. I'm sorry to cut you. I know you didn't really want to speak about the whole Black Lives Matter thing. That's not this. I don't really think this is it. But Black Lives Matter rubbish. Yeah. Yeah, no, I said it. Yeah, I just said that. But people are like, what did he just say? Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Like, yeah, right. I'm saying, you know what? I don't get. I've seen many times throughout the years where people be filming this. Yeah, someone just getting rough up by police in a way like, bro, they nearly broke up the little youth, bro. Like, he's in a minor and this and that, and they stand by and let it like happen. I don't get that. Like, I see, you're gonna sound like snitching, but it ain't. Yeah, it's like I see one video years ago. Got big up the man's them from SW. I was even gonna say nothing else. Yeah, but the police were roughing up one youth, bruv, and the man's them on the block moved to the police straight.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm just like, but that's my people. Oh my day, that is my people. Like, I don't care about jail time. You look down at you, we're gonna move back, and they did it in a way where they're not just right. We're just gonna, mess up some police officers. They're like, no, what you're doing is wrong. Make a start. They took an action on them. Like they know the consequences of where they can end up. No, that's not gonna happen. All this filming, maybe you can school me or someone can school me and help me understand why people are just filming. No, that's wrong. Don't do that. Oh my God. And it's like frustrating. Why? And you're sending that, look what they're doing to us. Like, what? And then what? It's like you're just complaining.
You know what? You see this filming thing, yeah, this is all a new thing to me. But obviously, as technology grows, our use of it grows. There's no stopping that. Do you know, that's how I look at it. But then just to make one thing clear as well for anyone who's listening, yeah, like take what I'm saying as well with a pinch of salt. Because as far as Black Lives Matter, the actual movement, Black Lives Matter, I don't know the people who run it. Yeah. And as far as I've been told, what they're raising funds. There's things that I've been seeing that there's things online. You can go on their website and it's, it's a government thing where it's going through the government. But I'm not saying to people that that's not going to affect any kind of change though, because for all we know, they're stocking up this money because, they are looking to put legislation in or get legislation put in and they need money to build their manifesto. I don't know what they're doing. So I don't want anyone to get me misconstrued and think that I'm saying I know what Black Lives Matter, the movement, the people who created it and started it.
I feel where you're coming from.
I
feel exactly where you're coming from.
But it's just the fact that I don't know what bothers me.
I feel where you're coming from with that. It's true, and it's like it's there again. Knowledge is power. It's key. Anyway, it's key.
Well,
It's
I do know, but I just don't understand it. That's what it is. I don't understand. Don't get me wrong. You can go on their website and you can read some stuff, but I don't. It's just I'm not understanding where it's all going. I don't understand the whole thing. So it needs.
It's just an idea, but I know it's going to sound really racist, but it can't be racist because I'm not in a position of power. Do you get what I mean? So I'm just going to say how it is. I think just like the Jews or anybody else, like Black people just buy from just us. Buy from just us and start extorting one another. You know what I mean? You go Caribbean shop, they're selling it for £7, when you know you could just be selling it for the large for the £4 or £5, man. Stop being funny. Do you get what I mean? Like this, come up with our own. Like we used to have we didn't used to go crazy with the Gucci and all this foolishness back in the days, man. I really sound like an old man now, innit? You know, people used to wear the Carcani and, you know, grab it, like all these, like, bro. Early 90s, they weren't doing none of this stupidness, bro. Do you know what I mean? I say by the mid-90s with Machino and Iceberg and all that, everything started to change. But I could be wrong. But this is how I saw it. And I just think maybe that might be a good start. It's not that we got anything that we must have anything against other nations. It's just we need to just really focus on us. Like it don't have to be this narcotics and things that we're selling.
Can I read something out quickly? Yeah, this is from the Guardian. Yeah, it says Black Lives Matter UK has said it is touched by people's generosity after donations towards combating the cause and consequences of racism reached more than 1 million. By Tuesday afternoon, 6 days after launching a fundraising drive, Black Lives Matter UK (BLM UK) has raised more than £750,000 money pledged to other groups, including organizations helping people with their mental health, providing legal assistance for protesters, and holding memorials for loved ones who have died from COVID-19, took the total figure to more than 1 million. A spokesman for Black Lives Matter UK said, Black Lives Matter UK have been overwhelmed and greatly touched by generosity of communities and individuals across the country. We have received messages from small villages and towns, organizations, fundraisers, workplaces, and community organizations and Black parents desperately concerned about the safety of their children. The safety of the people protesting is our priority, and we are working with other groups to ensure this. Yeah, in the long term, we will take our time in making careful, considered plans about how these donations can be best invested into Black communities that need them most. The group, which is not a registered charity, said the funds will go towards a number of aims, including advocacy to effect change in law, developing, distributing educational resources, helping practices in Black communities, healing practices in Black communities, my bad, police monitoring strategies for the abolition of police, and supporting the United Family and Friends campaign, strategies for the abolition of the police. I'm confused here. And supporting the United Family and Friends campaign to help friends and loved ones of people killed by British police to access justice. It said it was organizing in the Black radical tradition, using political education, direct action, and political leadership towards Black liberation. One of the fundraising page on the fundraising page, Black Lives Matter UK says it understands questions about our transparency and will provide more information soon. Other organizations that have significant sums grouped together under a special We Stand Together help support to fight against racism page on GoFundMe include Black Minds Matter UK, which has pledges of more than 290,000 towards its aim of linking Black people with certified Black mental health practitioners. The Black LGBTQIA and Therapy Fund had raised almost £50,000, and the Black Protest Legal Support Fund more than 45,000 against a target of just over £300. Now, from what I've just read right there, yeah. All right, someone just put something in the comments. I'll put that up as well. But from what I've just read right there, yeah, I hear nothing about them trying to help the kids and stop them from killing each other. I hear nothing about that, first and foremost.
Yep.
I just want to put that out there, yeah. Secondly, yeah, they're talking about, they accept that they're going to get criticism because there's not a lot of transparency, so they're accepting that. So at the end of the day, like I said, you know, I'm not trying to put the nail on the head and say that they're not going to do anything. You know, they've said they're going to try and change some legislation. They did say that. That's one thing they did say that, you know, I pointed out that should definitely be in there, because there's no black movement or no civil rights movement without trying to change some legislation. It don't make no sense. So
You know what? I've maybe it's just me, but I find it really hard to even follow everything you're saying, bro. In the sense of it really means nothing. It really means nothing until hold on, let me finish. Until we matter to us.
That's right.
You understand?
Remember,
So,
on our behalf, funds
I'm not asking for nothing from them, brother, because it's not gonna change until we mean something to us.
I hear you, but then who makes these decisions? You know, who have they been talking to before they've made their decision on what they're going? Because, all right, for instance, when they're talking about they're going to spend money on mental health, I get that. I get you. Do you know what? There might be some mental health in the black community, mental health in every community, though. Do you know, like that?
Got the wrong focus. We matter. We supposed to matter to us. Once we matter to us, all right. You take, so for example, just not picking on this in particular person, but you take a person who's got a bag of kids, and they don't really check for their youth, but now their kids them grown and they're like, yeah, my son, or yeah, my daughter, and you weren't there. Blood, sweat, and tears. I didn't see you. Do you get what I mean? Until that changes, yeah, there's no point. That's just one scenario. There's one out of millions, billions, 66 million billion ways to die. Choose one. Like, there's so many different lives, like people, they have similar situations, but their situation ain't the same. Like, there's certain things you can take from it until we matter to us. Once upon a time, it was a Sunday. Like, we actually meant something to us for a moment. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. Like, I've gone from brothers to sisters to brethren to I'd just rather be on my own. I'm quite happy. I'm very happy in my own space. Like, I'm really good. Like, I'm not needy. So I'm very powerful in my own, yeah. Lion move with a pride. I'm more like a tiger, bro. Yeah. So people will see, right, he's aggressive, innit? He's this and he's that, innit? This is what you have done to me. You had done nothing for me. This is what you've done to me. Yeah. So if I'm aggressive, if I'm this way, or I got mental issues, yeah, this is what you've made me. You understand? Yeah, I'm just a reflection of my society. So here's what it is now. Yeah. Until we go back to that matters to us. I don't care what they got set in place for us and this and that and what they're doing. They ain't doing nothing for me. They don't want nothing from you. Yeah. Oh, I ain't got a job. I go and sign on. Yeah, I don't care. I want my tax money back anyway. Feel what you feel. This is no rap thing. He ain't nothing. I don't care about that. Not that I'm signing on. I'm just saying. Like, I'm
gonna say, yeah, what you're saying, I think a lot of people feel similar to that. But all I'm trying to do is point out the facts in it, that, you know, money has been spent in it. They've raised X amount of money. They've spent money, yeah, on helping mental health organizations.
Is it a fact? Is it a fact until we fully understand money?
I hear you, but this is what they are saying, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm just reading out what they're saying. It's saying nothing to do with me.
Yeah. They're liars too. They're all liars, bro. They're all liars. It's like who you voting for.
I can't listen. I can't defend their lie no more than I can prove that they're lying. All I'm just doing is just trying to read out what
I can prove they're lying. I can prove it. I'm not saying I've got the answers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I've got some ultimate poise and I've got it all figured out, bro. I'm just saying I can prove they're lying. Facts. That's fact. That's fact. My whole existence is a fact, and many others. It's a fact. I don't care, bro.
Yeah. Do you want me to tell you what worries me though? Yeah.
God.
I would like to know who's making the decisions on how this money is spent and how that decision was how they came to it. What was the information they was basing their decision on? Because, like I said, Money has been spent on mental health. Money has been spent on legal assistance for protesters. Yeah. So if the protesters get in trouble protesting, they get legal assistance. Yeah.
Well, tell me this. What do you? Oh, God, sorry, my bad.
Money's been spent. This is according to them. I can't prove that they spent it, but this is what they're saying. Money's been spent on COVID-19 victims. Yeah. Outside of that, what did they say? They've said money will be spent, yeah, on things like putting money towards a number of aims, including advocacy to affect changes in the law. So they're saying that they will spend money on that. Developing, distributing educational resources. They're saying they will spend money on that. Healing practices in Black communities. They will spend money on that. Police monitoring strategies for the abolition of the police and supporting the United Family and Friends campaign to help friends and loved ones of people killed by
you know what it is? I have to really say though, you
now hear what I'm
are
saying.
giving so much energy to it though.
Now hear me out.
Yeah, for sure.
Hear me out. Yeah, let me land.
Good.
They are saying they will put money towards. But in my honest opinion, why didn't you put money to those ones first? Those ones sound more serious, cuz. Talk to me.
Yeah, guys, we got the wrong focus. I keep saying it again. We have the wrong focus. Like we say, Black Lives Matter don't matter. Who cares? We matter to us. That's it. We need to build our own thing. Once we figure that part. You see that part? Yeah, that part. Like even like how we're conversing now. Like I appreciate you as a person. It's all relative. Do you know what I mean? And what you're saying, I may not agree with anything you're saying. Do you know what I mean? I may agree with what you're saying. At the end of the day, I still appreciate like what you say matters to me. That's it. I don't care about the outsiders, bro. I don't care about none of them. I'm telling you, I care enough to see if they plotting against.
I hear you, but my cuz, this is what I'm saying to you. Yeah, hear what I'm trying to say to you. Because what I'm saying is this: something seems peculiar here. Yeah. So when I read further down the article, because I wasn't even finished yet, but obviously you wanted to interject.
Gone. Yeah, for sure.
When I go further down the article, it says other organizations have raised significant sums grouped together under a special "We Stand Together, Help Support Fight Against Racism" page. Yeah. Now this includes funds. Yeah. Includes Black Minds Matter UK, which has pledges of more than 290,000 towards its aim of linking Black people with certified Black mental health practitioners. The Black LGBTQIA and Therapy Fund has raised almost 50,000. The Black Protest Legal Support UK Fund Legal Support UK fund more than 45,000 against a target of just £300. So hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? The protesters, yeah, have already got a fund for them, yeah? And they was looking to raise £300, but they made £45,000. So please understand, I don't get this. How comes this money that Black Lives Matter have just raised, they're taking more money to give to the protesters, but all of these other big issues have been left off the list until when they can be bothered, when they can. It don't make sense, fam. It don't make no sense. To be honest, I'm glad I read it out because, you know, I think although I've got my opinion on Black Lives Matter, like I said, I'm still not going to say that they're not going to fulfill the rest of what they've got on their website. I'm just saying I have a problem with the fact that it's not done. Now, I think it definitely needs more transparency, like I started with. And I think that ultimately, you know, everyone who's marching and, you know, talking Black Lives Matter, got the T-shirt, you know, you see the things pop up on you might have even done it. I've seen people draw pictures and write Black Lives Matter and stick it up in the window, whatever. We need to know, why did you spend on those things? Why didn't you spend on, you know, that the police then and the police monitoring first? Because I think that would have a big impact, you know, if we had something like that to help protect us. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that people with mental health is not an issue in the community. I'm just saying, like, what are they trying to say? That all Black people have got mental health, so that's the only thing we need to invest in? That's like a
That's
big
basically what
disrespect.
you're saying, yeah.
That's like a big disrespect. But the thing is now, it's like we're gonna keep turning a blind eye and just letting people do things, you know, where we got people marching, mobilizing, yeah, for something that's focused on just juicing us up and giving us more mental health practitioners. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you know what? Okay, at least you're gonna have a black one, but do you know what? We think more of you. You need mental health treatment.
Yeah,
Do you know, like that? You don't want to
yeah.
deal with issues. It's not fair. That's not right,
It's not
cuz.
right. It's not right. Trust me. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we just feeding it. It's becoming a brand. Oh yeah, it's like they got all these masks out now, and they're gonna give you all fashion, different types of masks. It's like it's saying this is it's, okay. Masks were there before, but now it's become a name brand thing that you have to have it. You know what I mean? It's like oh yeah, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, yeah. Look, it's the ones that complain all the time. Do you know what I mean?
And you know what they did
I
there, cuz?
don't want to give no.
They did as well. The thing's supposed to be about racism, yeah. Like I'm gonna read this out to you again. That's why I read it 3 times, you know, because I was waiting for you to clock. It said the group which is not a red.
It's not even about clocking all you doing that, guy. So there's no point trying to stand
I'm just gonna
and trying to
show you
scholar me.
it says other organizations that have raised
You're
significant.
gonna read, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, no, but
It's
listen.
what it is. It's what it is. You not heard what I have to say.
No,
I listened to you for a long time.
One second. Yeah,
You must.
listen to what the organization is called. We Stand Together, help support the fight against racism. Yeah. Now, here one of the donations. Yeah, the Black LGBTQIA and Therapy Fund has raised almost £50,000, and that's the umbrella that it's under. So you explain to me how LGBTQIA ends up in racism. How does that fall under racism?
Bruv, you know what it is? I keep telling you, like, this is what I'm trying to tell you, but you ain't listening. Yeah? Bruv, you're giving too much life to it.
I'm done. I'm done.
You are? Like, I'm saying you're giving way too much life to it. The fact that you even read into it, it's just like, I don't know if you see my stance, but you probably think like you have to read it out all 10 times. To me, I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care about none of it. I actually don't care about none of it. Like 100 grand.
So hold on. Is being what? So what? Black people are LGBTQ? Is that what we are? Is that a major issue in our community? Does that come before the youth then killing each other?
They will combine it. But we all this complaining about it.
The youth them are killing each other because they're LGBTQI.
Do you think that a lot of people seen the video? It was called on camera. Yeah, me getting shot at, boom, 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 skin my face, cool, happy to tell the story. I have to live with the scar. It's cool. It's nothing. It's actually quite calm. I'm calm. Do you know what I mean? But mentally, what it's done to man, that's affected me. They ain't put nothing in motion for that. They ain't. So I don't care about anything they got to say. Brother, I'm sound like a very ignorant or uneducated person. Good luck to you, and you know, God save the Queen. Whatever in it, I don't care. I actually don't care. I know there's millions of people out there with the same mentality as me. I don't care. I would love to just throw in the F words and the S and D's and all this crazy words right now, how I feel about it. I don't care, bro. I don't give it. I don't care about it enough to give it life. That this is what they're saying. Like, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you're saying. You're doing. It's not a fact. What a fact is, you're not doing anything. It's not impacting nothing. It's what it looks. I understand that. It's will it. Hold on. I understand that. Is that it looks like we're just complaining. We've been complaining and whining for years, for centuries, for decades and decades and decades, bro. Like, come on, man. Allow it. It's done.
I hear you.
Until we figure out that piece of the puzzle, there is no point trying to go around the thing. We have to change that end off.
It's not just about complaining and whining. It's about people understanding things and recognizing things and highlighting things. Because without that discussion, without that, someone complaining about it, someone being upset about it, getting angry about it, you're not going to affect change anyway.
I'm not going to dry snitch on you. Yeah, I'm just going to put it like this. I've heard certain music you put out, and I'm like, this brother's talent. Yeah, in a sense where you're coming from a place with more like a genre of music that's more advanced than it is now. It's dumbed down. The kids who think you're hating, how like our generation helped build and keep up the structure that it was raised off the foundation. I listen to you, and you got certain music that you put out, and that you can just spit right there on the spot. Yeah, that's conscience. Like it's got that. It's there's levels to this. Nowadays, everything's been dumbed down for a reason. If no one can see the pattern, everything is dumbing down, bro. Everything is dumbing down. It's like, what is the what are you lot doing? You haven't figured that part out yet? Really? Really?
No,
Like
figured it
unity,
out,
you
bro.
haven't.
But that's the whole point in the show. We're here trying to wake people up because we know that's happening. And obviously, I'm glad you pointed it out because, like you said, a lot of people don't even realize just how dumb they've become in certain aspects, not in all aspects, because you know we're all smart and dumb in different aspects of life. You know what? If you ask me to perform a surgery on someone, you know what? I might look dumb doing a surgery. I ain't never done no surgery. I don't even know the first thing about.
Listen, you see you, yeah, when you look at it, yeah, you know that that video's been put out there. Yeah. Some people were trying to water it down. No, it was ball bearings and red. No, no, no. These people have got education to another degree where they make their homemade certain firearms. Now, end of the day, when certain shots are licking through bins that I'm ducking, hiding bushes, and yeah, like you know that's not fabrication. There's no fabrication to it. It's not
Yeah,
fabricated.
because here what I'm gonna say.
No, hold on. Now, hold on. Hear me out. You know, there's people out there that will rather just say, you know what, yeah, this you'll get over it, or this you've been in worse situations, you've been stabbed up, you've been axed, you've been through this, you've been rushed, you've been through a lot of things. Victim, no. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm still here, like, still saying what? Yeah. End of the day, it's not. In fact, there's people out there living real life situations. Yeah? These things are not affecting. It's not doing nothing for them. We want to see action, and the only action that we need is that another person, male, female, same complexion, what have you. We treat each other better. It's just it comes back to the same thing. Until we do that, until we figure that out in every manner, in the South London, North, East, West, it don't matter. There's no killing. Right, today, this week, there's been no killing. There's no one been. Now you're speaking volume. Now they're gonna start paying attention. I guarantee you, but they will start paying attention. The fact that there's the death rates have gone down. They're doing death rates like it's Call of Duty, bro. Like, how much you get? 6, bro. I've got to get my numbers up. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, it's mad now, bro. They're not bad. The youth now and the man them and the big people, they're not bad. They're mad. Can you see? I saw it from a long time ago. So people think, oh, you're mad. No, I just see that I'm a reflection of society. If I'm mad, then you're mad because it's a mad world. Hence, mad world. It's a mad world, bro. Yeah, until we figure that out and stop doing that and start, man's them look after your kids and care about fathers. They look after your youths. Don't give them reason to wrath at the end of the day. I grew up on that, or on a die, mother, die, father. No, whatever, man. I don't respect my elders for the most part. Yeah, I don't, and I'll take that to the graveyard. I don't business, bruv. I'm very ignorant. I'm pick and choosy with who I respect. There's certain elders I respect, yeah, but there's a lot of them I don't have no respect for. None of them, bruv. Yeah, none of them.
I hear you.
None of them, bruv. Because I'm an off-key person, and you know that. And it's a full-time job to be good. It's a job. It's a job. But people mistake you for fear. You're a fool. I pray every day. Oh no, I don't pray for me. I pray for you. You understand? I pray for you. Trust me. Yeah. I'm looking at it. You know what it is? I got to rise above it and look at in the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture, bruv. End of the day, until we care about us, it doesn't matter what they think, bruv. It don't matter. I don't want nothing from them. I'm good. I'm nice. I want to be able to go back to Africa for the first time, yeah, and actually feel. How can I go to Jamaica, yeah, and feel like I've been at home? I'm born and raised here, bruv, yeah, and I feel more at home for a holiday in Jamaica. Are you mad? That's not supposed to make sense, bruv. It doesn't make no sense.
It does make sense, man. You're right.
Yeah, but it makes sense to you and I. But I'm saying, if this is home, yeah, we have to take care of our own backyard. So at the end of the day, here where we reside should feel like home. It doesn't. It wasn't. That Big Ben won't be there with all our gold. Let's you can have it. As long as we got unity, we don't need none of that. You keep it. Yeah. Drop your chemical bombs on us when we're all back home. good. We die together. It don't matter. Yeah. But we're together, unity. Until we got that figured out, nothing matters, bro. So all you're reading out, it's not I'm being ignorant or I don't know what's going on, or like I just don't care about it, bro. I don't. I see the bigger picture in my optics, and when I did, I know that's my reality. Everyone's complaining. You're not gonna get nothing. Stop having your hand out and, hey, please, sir, can I have some more? No, they're not giving you nothing, bro. Man, I have to take it. I'm done with the foolishness, bro. You know how I stay already, fam. Yeah, there's no play. I don't act. There's no acting. Yeah, I would have been the next Denzel for a long time. I've not got time for that. I live a real life. Yeah, and there's many people out there, male, female, you know, man, woman, and child. They don't matter, bro. They live a real life and they're going through situations. You hit on a nail. It's emotions. We ain't got the right teaching. The greatest lesson ever learned is yet to be taught. Until we figure that out and get emotionally educated, then we'll make changes. We don't want nothing from them, bruv. I'm in a war zone right now. I don't care who feels what. You're talking all that marching, wearing black. You lot are all actors, man. You should go and tell friggin' Puff Daddy you got new dancers dressed in black. Mad thing, bruv. You are idiots, man. Every one of you, man. Serious thing. Come on, don't care if man's wearing flipping shiny suits, bruv. A man's putting in work for real. For real. You're fighting little girly games out here, bruv. Like all this running up and down. It's long, bruv. I respect those ones who's there and they put out and they really feel something when they're over there and they say, you know what, Black Power. Boom. Yeah. What makes you think the Black Panther's done it from time? So many people done it and they wipe them down all the time. Why? Because we need the unity. Duh. Dumb, man. It's dumb, bro. Don't feed into it, my brother. Trust me, don't feed into it.
You know, on that note, yeah.
They're road man on this foolishness, bro. When they talk about road, you ain't nothing with someone holding your hand. You things on your ones.
You see, on that note, yeah, like we're gonna shut down the show in a couple of minutes. So like big up yourself. But I just want to say one thing before I go any further with like bigging up people and shouting out people on the panel and whatever. Like when we come off of the show, I'm going on Black Lives Matter website, yeah, and I'm making a complaint.
That. Yeah, see now.
Hey, listen. Yeah,
don't let me learn.
Emotional. Fuck with that. So excuse me, sorry, people. I didn't mean to swear.
You
do you know what?
Doing it.
Listen. Do you know what? Today I've been really relaxed, you know, but differently. After I come off of here, yeah, I'm going on Black Lives Matter website. I'm gonna make a complaint. Don't get angry, get even. Yeah, that's true. That's real.
What are you gonna go in there and complain about?
I'm gonna complain and say, how come you put the money into the LGBTQ and you don't spend
and then what? And then what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna wait for a reply in it, and if I don't get a sufficient reply, I'm gonna make a further complaint. I'm gonna make it to the ombudsman. You're done. You're done. Yeah, and if everyone listening makes a complaint, yeah, they might have to compile our complaints into one big massive complaint. You get me? Take them to a tribunal. Listen, why you spend the money upon that? Why you never consult we? Because all lives that matter, don't it? So who make that decision? Understand?
For real, way. Yeah, no, for real. No, come on. In a bit, man. Nah, bless, man. In a bit, yeah. Yeah, bless up yourself, man. Big up. One.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone for listening in, for leaving comments. I hope everyone enjoyed the talk today. We're locking off now because I'm gonna be honest. I got a toothache as well. Like I've been trying to. I was gonna lock off a little while ago, but because the conversation was going, I'm not gonna cut no one off like that. But big up to yourself, Torok, for jumping on today. I think you had a nice input today. I really enjoyed your company today. At the Panero, likewise. Working Class Gamer, big up yourself. Yeah, man, like 360. Big up yourself. Black Lives Matter every time. Come on, big up yourself, man. Like, and obviously, I hope you understand what I said as well. Like, I'm not saying that Black Lives Matter is not a good thing, you know, because I haven't seen the result of it all yet. You know, they have spent money on things. So only because your name's Black Lives Matter, I thought I'd point that out to you as well, just in case you felt like we was taking shots. We weren't taking shots. We just being critical with our thinking. Out to One Take, big up yourself. Yeah, Maria Simone, big up yourself. Don't know. Have a blessed evening. I'm out. Next time it's gonna be Survival Mind Show. I think that's tomorrow night. I think if I'm correct, yeah, it's tomorrow night. So hopefully we see you there. Big up yourself. Don't know.